465, the episode you see in my abode. You're spitting with the E, the B-I-G. Yes, it's the astrology. Of course, it's the E. Yes, that's me. The fifth letter, getting cheddar from a bedwetter. Don't you understand? Look dope in a sweater. V-neck, correct. Protect your neck. The clan from the Woo, Staten Island, you see there. That's New York, how it be. This NYC, lyrical MC. Want you to get the real poetry. Steadily, the medley's pedigree better be better than being just a basic human being. When I'm flowing and flying, you don't want to see stars wait to collide on my last, on my last day. So when I leave this planet, I will exist anyway. What's the structure of being? There's too much water that I'm seeing. Gemini, Gemini, that's the season. Lyrical treason. Don't you understand that I'm rhyme for a reason? Mentally pleasing, not verbally teasing. I am not down with none of these heathens. Yes, they're breathing, but I'm not believing. What are they retrieving? Bunch of lies. Don't you understand? Open up the third eye. I chill with my black tourmaline. Libra crystal on the scene. 12th house, not a mouse. Dream better. Don't you stand under the pillow. Ooh, sweater. I levitate, never hesitate. I love to debate. The E's more than great. My pen or my pencil, you see. Lapis lazuli, rocking with the E. The poetry I dispense breaks down structures and laws on all of the walls. Like Lou Rawls, the baritone flow. Let me tell you something, baby girl, how I go. Yeah, man, I love the hip hop. Of course, it never stopped, and I'll climb to the top. God told me to tell you, you see, I'm starting to write those bars for the third album, B. And I want you to enjoy the show. It's Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, baby, bro, and Gemini in the natal birth chart. Hope I give you much more than a spark and a healthy start to the rest of the week. And don't you understand that I take a peek, spit it unique, and the moons and Capricorn. My finger keeps hitting it. I spit it unique and the moons in Capricorn. I want you to know, yes, I got it going on. Long form, short form, it doesn't really matter. Want you to know that the teeth just shatter. Spit spatter, split clatter. Hope you know that I am the ill batter. Right-handed, used to bat lefty. Don't you understand? You know you can't next me. I'm that 1 and 2. That's real hip-hop just for you. My bars decoded, mentally not eroded. Understand, one of the voted ones. Yeah, El Presidente. Don't you understand? I represent those streets in NYC. The 90s cab, and it belongs to me. Knowledge. What's the deal? Incomplete. Kind of all over with some of the bars, but you know, we're just doing it and spinning it and having some fun. Wow. Episode 465. My New York Knicks are in the final. Who's in the house? Who's here tonight? Hope you all are feeling good and doing all right. We got a Capricorn moon. It's Gemini season. Talking some astrology. A rhyme for a reason. Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm excited. And let's see. Okay, yeah, we got to see who's in the chizzy, in the chat. Rat-a-tat-tat. Leave a comment so I know you're here and we're live. And, you know, Gemini. It's in my 8th house as a Scorpio rising. Uranus is there. I just recorded a video. I have to edit it. I'll release it later on tonight. So go watch that. Uranus squaring the Pisces North Node and Virgo South Node on June 12th. You're going to start to feel that energy now. It's exact on the 12th, and I break that down for you, that transit. It's very important, okay? Got a newsletter, I think, coming out tonight or tomorrow. You can always go to BigEAstro.com, sign up for the newsletter, or email me, eric@BigEAstro.com, if you want to receive it. I think you can join on the website now. Wifey's doing some work and trying to improve the website. We're trying to, you know, learn some AI, learn WordPress, and I thank Wifey for that. I charged up the crystals for the Sagittarius full moon. Hey, you guys, how was the Sagittarius full moon for you guys? Are you feeling this new direction, new wisdom, new beliefs, new consciousness, new freedoms and adventure, seeking right? Higher, new knowledge. Well, if you're a Scorpio rising, you want to get some beautiful black. Look at how beautiful this crystal is, black tourmaline. And I sleep with this, and this really supercharges my dreams. And then I've got my other, I forget which is which. I was going to show them to you. My Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, and Capricorn crystals. Okay. So these are really pretty. I forget all the names. Like one is like, I don't know if it's jade. I can't remember. And the thing is too small for me to read it, but those are my crystals for my big three. This is, this one's different. This is another, like amethyst or something crystal, pure rock. And then let me show you the other two. Yeah, I think this is the Virgo one, but really nice. I got these on when I bought, I think, crystals for Mother's Day for wifey and my mother-in-law. I got Scorpio sun. I got my Virgo sun, Capricorn moon, and my Scorpio rising crystals. Okay. And I say all that to say, with Uranus and Gemini and this mutable T-square, we want to tap into the crystals and higher consciousness. It's really going to benefit you guys. I promise you. And this is a powerful transit. So tonight on episode 465, a little serious here, right? We get silly when wifey's here and stuff. She brings the humor. I'm funny too. I bring the humor. And I guess together we bring it. But some special announcements. So tonight we're talking about, sorry, and I'm not going to play with my hair too much. I'm getting retwisted on Sunday after my astrology course. Week 8, oh my God, we're starting to get on the chart. We just did aspects and we're really learning. I'm working with a student one-on-one, and that's awesome. She's learning. All my students are learning. And then somebody else wants to start studying with me one-on-one in July. So if you ever want to study astrology with me one-on-one, I'm going to change it on the website, but it says 8 weeks for $1,500. I'm going to switch it to 10 weeks for $1,500, each class 60 minutes. And you could do payment plans. You'll also get the astrology book with it, star signs and rhyme lines, and really learn this ancient wisdom called astrology. So I'm really excited about that. Also, my Saturn Aries people, go to their website and book that Saturn return chart reading. You'll thank me later. Okay. Saturn and Gemini in the birth chart. That should be coming up in about 6 years. Uranus and Gemini in the birth chart. We're experiencing it now for the next 7 years. And then Neptune and Gemini. I like to get futuristic with you guys. That's 2052 to 2065. I'll be here. How about you? I'm here for 3 digits. I don't know about y'all. So let me see who's here in the chat. Leave some comments. Hey, you guys. Should be some more people here. Tell me how you're feeling. Does anybody here have Saturn in Gemini, or do you have any children or grandkids that are born or going to be born with Uranus and Gemini? And I know nobody living's got Neptune and Gemini. All right. But wifey's got Saturn and Gemini. So I'll be talking about that. But let me just see who's here and say hi to you guys. I really appreciate it. Like I tell you all the times, when I go live and one of you shows up, I'm in gratitude. Okay. And happy birthday to all my Geminis out there. Hey, Watkins. What's going on, my friend? And Watkins, remind me, I got to email you. I don't remember my calendar when we're meeting. When is your chart reading? And hello to who else is here? Sorry, I just missed out on that. I'm going to send you the Zoom link, Watkins, but right now I drew a blank of when our reading is. Oh, no, we didn't book the reading. You come into Coffee Talk. Hey, Lawless. Welcome. Okay, so we'll get back to the Chizzy in a second. So that's right. You didn't book a chart reading. You did the reading on the live, but you're coming to Coffee Talk. So yeah, I'll be sending out that link
probably on Thursday or Friday, right? It's Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, 2 hours, $22 for those who want to come to Coffee Talk. Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric is great because people come literally from all over the world. I mean, I've had people from Nigeria, Ghana, Amsterdam, Bali, Canada, Europe, Poland, of course, all over the States. And we'll be talking about Jupiter and Leo, the 1-year transit starting on June 30th, which is my 18th anniversary. Kind of wild, right? My 17-year-old son, I've been married 18 years. And, just so fortunate, that I was a man with discipline and that my Saturn and Taurus in the 7th house, I had to really work on that. And it does delay the marriage. I got married at 37, but I energetically really got myself ready with the true self-love to attract my soulmate, and that's what Alana is, my best friend and my soulmate and the love of my life. So it's pretty humbling, you know what I mean? And we're going 18 years strong and can't be ready, excited for the next 18, 20 years, you know what I mean? And all that good stuff. So yeah, I look forward to that. But Watkins, you're going to love Coffee Talk. I'm sure you'll meet some great people there. And it's a lot of fun, you know what I mean? So anybody else wants to sign up and join us for Coffee Talk, BigEAstrology.com, right? $25, 2 hours, Saturday, 12 noon. And if you can't make it live, you could still pay the $25, but I gave you an opportunity to get a little discount. If you go to my Cash App and pay $BigEAstro, it's only $23. I'm always trying to give you guys little breaks and discounts. Now, don't forget, hello, people. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget, super chats, Cash App, $BigEAstro, any donations, greatly appreciated. We'll start off with Saturn. And remember I said it's Gemini season. Guess what we entered this week? The second decan. Hopefully you guys watched my Astro Weather. Go watch it. Leave a comment. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share your Sun, Moon, Rising, your big three. I like to break that down for free because that's my heart. Yes, this is my business though. So, I'm a professional. I'm a master astrologer. I gotta walk in it and claim it. I've been doing this for 8 years now. I've done well over 1,500 charts. Maybe I'm climbing up even higher now. But what I really love is being of service to you guys, the collective. And when I bring up a chart, I still get like the tingles and the chills. I'm like, oh, who are they? Because it is the map of your life and the remembrance of your soul. It is so powerful. Okay. So just remember, Saturn, the great malefic. Saturn is your discipline, hard work, structure, organization, limits, delays, stress, fear, anxiety, responding to your abilities, right? It's law and order. It's the karmic teacher. It's your bones, your lineage. Can be the father or the grandparent. Gemini and Saturn, okay? And like I said, this will be coming up. And this is for the people that were born, like, I think it's 72 to 74. Definitely 72, 73, I think. It's coming up again, right? The Saturn return. I think in 6 years? So probably like 2031, 2032. We're going to get there, okay? So when you have Saturn in Gemini, what can it do? It can restrict your communication skills. So some of these people can have need speech pathology, speech therapy. They can have a lisp or learning dyslexia or learning disability or delay. But remember, what Saturn is teaching you is that as you become the master of the Gemini, your reading, writing, and communication skills will be amazing. Your hand skills, fixing things. Like Alana, she's handy. She put in the toilet. We had the people come in, they couldn't even do it. She put in the toilet. She's much more handier than I am. I can hammer, nail, and paint. I didn't grow up with my dad. She had her dad, but she had her stepfather and her mother who were extremely handy.
So Saturn, Gemini, if anybody has this, you can be very skilled, right? It could be a struggle early on, but then what happens is, like, Alana is a great public speaker, very good. And so that's why you become a master of communicating, right? A master of your hand skills. Saturn, yeah, you can easily get stressed or anxious and deal with strong anxiety with Saturn and Gemini. And the houses do matter, right? If you have it in the second, third house, it could affect your toddler years or your elementary school in terms of your learning, your reading, writing, communications, quite literally, and that's for the Taurus or the Aries rising. Okay. Saturn and Gemini, especially, let's say if you have it in the ninth house, that's where you could write the novel or get discipline and speak and learn multiple languages. Now, just consider this transit that we're going to talk about, the next chart placement, Uranus and Gemini. If you have Saturn and Gemini and Uranus comes to hit that, this is where, through your discipline and hard work, not only can you respond to your abilities of reading, writing, communicating, you may tap into ancient wisdom and knowledge, or you may literally activate light language or ancient language or knowledge. You know what I mean? You can get like these downloads and just like all of a sudden start speaking in tongues or your light language, or maybe you're starting to tap in and you're like, oh my God, I know some German or Portuguese. You're like, what? Or Dutch, right? or Ichiban number one. Like, so, that's what you have to get with Saturn. It's restricting, it's delaying and limiting, but it's not a permanent. If you respond to your abilities, put in the discipline, organization, structures, and hard work, you get more karmic rewards than Jupiter and Venus can ever give you, the great benefics, right? Jupiter is the greater benefic, Venus is the lesser benefic, but they're two benefics, right? That's sect in astrology, SECT, a day chart or a night chart, right? If your sun is above the horizon line of the ascendant descendant, that's a day chart, like 12 through 8, or just even in the first house above it, or below it, 2 through 6, that's a night chart. In the night chart, it's Moon, Saturn, Venus. Saturn's the greater malefic, Venus the greater benefic. In the day chart, the sun, that team is Sun, Jupiter, Mars. Jupiter the greater benefic, Mars the greater malefic. Capiche? Pay attention. So that's really important, and so a lot of people with Saturn and Gemini, they can get into woodworking, machinery, plumbing, heating and cooling, air conditioning, electrician work, right? Don't forget that Gemini is your hands, lungs, wrists, shoulders, and ears. So you may need to practice your listening skills. That's something that you can experience, but also how you communicate to authority or elders. Okay. And sometimes people could have that built-in fear or anxiety, like don't talk back to elders, right? Especially like us Gen Xers, right? We were raised to be seen and not heard as children. We were very independent. All these videos you see on Instagram and TikTok about Gen X, it's true. We were outside all the time, not like Gen Z or Alpha, the millennials. And we were latchkey kids. We literally kind of raised ourselves. I saw my mother in the morning on the weekends and then at dinner. The rest of the day, I was probably out and about with like only $3 to $5 in my pocket to get like a Snapple and a slice of pizza. And I was out like it was a full-time job, like 10 in the morning, 5, 6 at night. Just exploring New York City, being a kid. Was it really safe? I don't know. I mean, I was okay. I was rolling with my boys and we was good. But, that's that independence that Gen X has. Okay. So we really are the generation of like, yo, I'm outside. Like we was outside, and it's just funny, but any Gen Xers here? You remember what, the doctors would smoke. They smoked on the airplane. They smoked in the car. You had to like deal with it. Like, my mother used to smoke more red cigarettes. It was treacherous. Oh my gosh. And I finally got her to stop. So does anybody here have Saturn in Gemini in your birth chart? If so, what house? And do you know anybody that has it?
because they can become exceptional orators, right? Great public speakers. I mean, I've seen Alana go through some different things and do the public speaking, and she's good. You know what I mean? She's really good. And just in the way they present, so I'm very impressed with that Gemini Saturn. Okay. Also, they could be very disciplined with their breath and their lung in terms of breathing, inhale, exhale, but could there be some issues with the lungs or hands or ears? Shoulder pain? Yeah, because Saturn also can be an indicator of like deterioration of the bones and arthritis. Saturn in Aries, this transit, you can definitely have arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. It's not for a joke, not a game. Okay. So I'm going to check on, see who else is in the chat before we go to Uranus. And let me know how you guys are feeling today. Everybody seems a little quiet. Let's chat it up, Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And, and let me know, because next I'll be doing, after this, I'll be doing Pluto, Black Moon Lilith, and Pluto, Black Moon Lilith, and I think Chiron in Gemini. So that'll probably be Thursday. Tomorrow I'm not working at night because my Knicks are on. Okay, so this is the deal. The Knicks are going to win in 6. If the fix is on, which I think it may be, the Spurs are going to win the championship. That's what they want. Wemby is an alien. You have to look at esoteric occult knowledge. This is back in 99, Duncan and Robinson, the Twin Towers, right before Y2K, and then the towers fell, right? And then now the alien AI, right? Area 51 was that Castle and Wemby, 5 and 1, right? They're talking about the aliens and artificial intelligence being brought in. So, and Popovich, there's all these rituals through sports. Television, films, sports, it's like the Roman circus, right? They do this to distract us. Now, don't get me wrong, I love sports, but as I awaken to the matrix and all that, I know that the sports is rigged and fixed and the gambling and all that. I still love it. It's my connection to my dad in heaven. You know what I mean? But I'm a competitor and I played sports growing up. So I'm not going to stop watching it. Do I watch it less now? Yeah. Am I less rose-colored glasses? Yeah. Do I know that the fixes are in? I do. But can a brother enjoy something in this 3D realm? You know what I mean? I'd rather watch sports than eat a McDonald's hamburger. I'll tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? So let me know who's here. Hey, I see some more people. So let me know if anybody's got Saturn in Gemini, or any kids or grandchildren with Saturn and Uranus, and what house is it in your birth chart. And if you're new, share your sun, moon, rising, and tell me how you're feeling on this Tuesday, the day of the planet Mars. So did you know the best days to work out are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday? Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. Mars, upper body. I got to lift some more weights, but I was doing band work for the shoulders today. And then Thursday, squatting, leg press, hips and thighs, hiking, walking, jump rope. And then Saturday is Saturn, the Sabbath. That's the real spiritual day of discipline. But it's also Saturn is the bones and machines. So lift machines. You want to add 2 extra days to work out. Wednesday, Mercury, running, elliptical, breath work, jump rope. And then Sunday, do some exercise outside, walking, hiking. But that's why the NFL plays football on Sundays, Domingo, Sol. It's this day of vitality. Get your good rest and then increase your vitality. Monday is the moon. That's why you don't want to go to work on Mondays, because it's the moon day. It's the day of introspection, emotions. And then Friday is Venus. That's chocolates, date night, flowers, entertainment, love, payday. So you shouldn't work out Mondays and Fridays. If you start to exercise with the days of the planets, it'll be more efficient and more better. Let me take a listen, see who's here, and then we'll get eventually to Uranus and Gemini in the birth chart, which is what's happening right now, Lucy. And I guess some of our parents or grandparents could have it, right? Trump's got Uranus and Gemini. So if you were born in the 40s, you could have that, right? I think it was 42 to 49.
Uranus and Gemini. I got the Capricorn moon, so I'm like loving this moon energy. You know, where my Gen Xers at? Tell them how we were raised, right? Hey, Lauren, how are you, my friend? Oh, good, Watkins. And that's important, is learning. Okay. But you have Gemini people all in your life. Oh, 12 years ago. Okay. Okay. And you're about to be engaged again, right? Or you are engaged again. Hey, Bet Perez. What's up? What up, champ? So, Bet Perez, what's your like name? Well, you don't have to say your name, but you're a man. Okay. Peace, peace. Okay. Yeah, millennials, a lot of them were. Yeah, because the Saturn return is like 28, 29, and then 50, 58. Oh, Bet, your name's Elizabeth? Okay, so you're a lady. Okay, cool. Wait, wait. How do you have Uranus and Gemini? Are you in your 80s? Wow. Let me know how old you are. That's awesome. Well, I feel honored. If you have Uranus and Gemini and you're watching my channel, that touches my heart. Um, this is going to be a challenging time, I think. It's an 84-year cycle, Uranus. So, like Trump's going through his Uranus return, and I guess you'll be going through yours too. So, I really respect that and thank you. When there's an OG on YouTube watching my channel, I am just like honored and humbled. So, is that what you're saying? Let me know, right? Uranus and Gemini in the birth chart. Were you born in 42 or 49 or 43, 44, something like that? So, to close out Saturn and Gemini, remember the issue if you're the Aries rising, having it in the third house is that you could have a lot, you may go to the reading resource room in school. I was a slow reader, so I remember, and my Saturn's in Taurus, my speech was good, but just, my reading was like really slow. So I had to go to like the reading resource room. And the first books I ever read were sports books, complete, like full books, like Muhammad Ali and Pete Rose. And I don't remember her name, but I can remember her face a little bit, the reading resource teacher I had in second and third grade. And she really helped me to get my reading down and, became a pretty good reader. I mean, hey, listen, I became a professional actor, so I had to read those scripts and memorize those lines. So I know that repetition is the key to ownership. But being legally blind and visually impaired, my vision was way better when I was younger, but I think that was a part of my reading delays too. So I went through a lot as a child. I went through a lot, but I don't know. I don't have that many. I mean, yeah, I went through sad times, and but I only smile when I think about my childhood because I focus on the good times and good memories. I have forgiven, the people that hurt me and different things, but you know, I think even the tough times and the tragedy of my father being murdered, my mother almost dying, my mother was shot in the head, left for dead by my uncle. I my life's a movie, you guys. Just so you know, if you're new to the channel, you don't know that much about me.
I'm a Scorpio rising. I've literally, and so this is an example of like how Western tropical resonates with me more than Vedic. In the Vedic, I'm a Libra rising. My life story and experiences is all Scorpio rising. The only thing that's Libra rising about me is my body, upper and lower torso are symmetrical even. And so is my face. So this is like a Libra rising face, but my overall look and appearance and the intrigue and mystery in my aura, it's all Scorpio. So that's where I say, definitely whole sign system, Western tropical astrology. I use principles of evolutionary astrology in the Vedic. And remember, always email me if you have any questions, or you want to ask more about a service or what you think you should book. Eric at BigEAstrology.com, and just go to BigEAstrology.com and explore the website. Check out the services. We're making improvements to the website. Hopefully you signed up and joined my newsletter. I think we got one coming out, like I said, tonight or tomorrow morning. So Friday, before we get to the Uranus and Gemini, Friday is the tribe meeting. You got to join my tribe. The people are outstanding and amazing. It's either $10 a month for the basic or $23 for the premium, and you get both coffee talks for free. You get discounts after you're in the tribe for a year, which some of my people are coming up on in right now this month in June was our 1-year anniversary, which I'm so humbled and proud of. And our interface is like a Facebook. It's a Buddy Boss. We got different sections and different areas to learn about crystals, relationships, and self-love, food for health, astrology, human design, numerology, tarot. I want to set up a cardology group, spirituality, next generation for the kids, creativity, sharing what you create, and also business. You can promote your own business in my group. I'm not a hater. I want everyone to shine. I'm in competition with myself. You know what I mean? I don't wish bad things on other astrologers. I'm like, yo, get that bag. But for everybody, psychics, mediums, human design, numerology. So Friday night, we've got Melinda Valentine coming, Queen Bee, Numeralytics. If you know, she's outstanding. She's going to break down the numerology for all the life paths. So your life path will be broken down for the number 7th month, the 6th month, but it's a universal 7th month of June because it's a 1 year. 1 + 6 is 7. So June, you guys, get on your grizzy. You'll watch my video tonight or tomorrow, Uranus squaring the nose. I talk about how important it is to be intentional with your spirituality. We've got to breathe. You've got to set those intentions and focus on your spiritual practice, especially in June. July and August are going to be hectic. I don't give you no fear, but give you a truth. I want you to be ready and righteous. So, July and August are going to be rough, rugged, and raw. We got retrogrades coming. We got the nodes switching July 27th. After July 27th, July 28th, and then you'll wake up and it'll be December 24th. It's going to be so fast because fire and air signs are masculine energy, not male, but masculine, assertive, initiating, outgoing. And so every planet except for Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus will be in masculine energies and Mars. But Jupiter through Pluto and the nodes, all in masculine energies. It's going to be a lot. Could be a lot of fun, but it's got a lot of initiating, assertive, passion, movement, going, action. Okay. And we're going to have to lean on the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars for introspection. And remember, Mars doesn't go retrograde this year. And it's the fire horse year and the universal 1 year. So this year is like full speed ahead after July 27th. I mean, think about it. June's already here. Like we're halfway through the year. It's been mucho rapido, baby. Okay. So I'll get back to the comments in a second, but let me know about you folks with the Uranus in the birth chizzy. So Uranus and Gemini. If anybody has this, or newborn kids or grandkids, or if you were born between 42 and 49, you could have this placement.
or 26 to 34, because it goes to Cancer and then retrogrades back. So the transit will be complete in 2034. I forgot the exact date, but it's just like 7 years. But, retrogrades, and just like it did with Taurus, Gemini this year, right? So Uranus and Gemini in the birth chart. We're not talking about the transit. We're talking about the natal birth chart. You're born with this. You may speak light language or speak in tongues. You may be able to adapt to multiple languages, right? You may speak French or German or, patois or, Mandarin. You can pick up other languages quickly. Just all you gotta do is apply yourself. Uranus and Gemini, you could be very good at crossword puzzles, chess, Scrabble, anything that's like quick mind. You could be a brilliant comic, but you can also do well, if you've never tried it, automatic writing, or just, being a writer or an artist, Remember, Gemini is the mimic, the court jester. Geminis and Leos are the biggest entertainers of the zodiac. Their creativity is no joke. Now, Leo, Virgo, Libra are pretty entertaining too. But Gemini and Leos lead the rat race. I mean, you guys saw my poll questions for the Gemini MCs. There was 9 MCs. I had to do 2 poll questions to see, like who you think is the best Gemini rapper, but 9 dope. And that was 9 dope ones. There's others, but I don't think they're so good. But you know what I'm saying? Like from Tupac to Ice Cube to Andre 3000 to Lauryn Hill to Kanye to Kendrick to Biggie to Jadakiss to Big L, rest in power. I met Big L. So it was at Blunt Records, and my boy Chappie, we was down downtown Manhattan, and we was up in Blunt Records, and I was going through and this and that, and then Big L was there working on, I don't know if it was a new album or a mixtape. It was not too long before he got killed. It's terrible. Like, Big L was a cool dude, but just a dope MC and lyricist. All right, go listen to that freestyle with him and Jay-Z on Stretch and Bobito. He gave Jay-Z some light. I know everybody talking about Jay-Z at the Roots picnic, and somebody said, oh, he's a Sag, and he was doing that in the Sagittarius full moon energy Saturday night before the Sag full moon on Sunday. He's aware of this. You guys, I don't want you guys to be duped or naive to think that the celebrities, the politicians, whether they know the astrology, gematria, or numerology, they've got people to tell them. Okay? Like, please get this. Like, there's no such thing as an accident. There's no luck. There's no coincidence. Things coincide, but you got to get that. And look for the symbols in this matrix. I mean, it's a simulation, but pay attention. And like I said, they do it in the sports and the movies. Like, look at the scores of the games. Look at this. These things connect. They use a lot with Kobe, 24-8, and all these different things. And when he died, and all these different dates. It's sometimes it's annoying and tiring. I've always wanted that utopian society as a child. I will tell you, I grew up in the best neighborhood in the world, the Upper West Side of Manhattan, where everybody got along, Black, white, Jewish, Irish, Italian. Like, my friends were everything. Jamaican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Boricua all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just in my neighborhood, let's say from 90th to or even, I'd say from I'll give you like a 12 block radius or 20 block radius, 1 mile. From 90th Street to 110th Street on the west side of Manhattan, or how about 85th to 105th, 105, just on the Upper West Side. My friends, my people that are like 53 to like 56, we're all doing it. I connected with one of my boys last night, man. He's
He's in Colorado killing it, doing something with the medical devices where you breathe into it, and you can do it in your car. And this is for people who, you know what I'm saying? Like he's got a business and he's in 6 states with this and he's killing it. He's building a club in Colorado. We had this club growing up in New York City called Mars. He's recreating Mars out in Colorado. Like different levels, different DJs. Have you guys ever been to the silent parties where people have on different headphones and it's like connected to different, DJs and music, stuff like that? There's just so much. But yeah, like my people that I grew up with, my crew, a lot of my cats are, in different industries, people I know that are doing things at Essence Magazine or Vibe Magazine or, stand-up comics, actors, writers, just everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, like there's so much talent in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And we we don't just run New York, we run this world, so and so now I finally found my lane. I was teaching, I was acting, sports radio, and now I'm that dude in astrology. I'm at the point, 8 years in, you get a chart reading with me, your head's going to be cranium blown. I'm a master astrologer. You know what I mean? I'm not going to treat myself less than anymore. And I'm only going to get better, as I'm learning and mastering zodiacal releasing and different techniques and, getting better with my solar return, secondary progression readings every day and just everything. Like I want to be able to serve you and for you to get a chart reading. See, and I'll tell you, I don't hate on other astrologers, but you watch some of the channels. Some people are just very, today's astrology, it's very soulless. It's very boring. I bring the color and the flavor. I'm a New York City kid. You know what I'm saying? As a Virgo and as a Scorpio rising cat moon and a professional actor, I study my whole life. New York City, every street corner is a movie. I study humanity and human beings in ways that most humans don't even think about. You know what I mean? A lot of people, when I meet somebody in person, like I can predict their behaviors and different things in ways that like most people can't. Plus with the Scorpio rising, I see right through you. I know if you're good, bad, and different energetically. Okay, so Uranus, Gemini. The other thing I would say too, and I'm going to get back to the chat in a second, Uranus, Gemini, you can get a lot of downloads when you are exercising, when you get into deep breaths, when you are writing and communicating. You can get these shots. I'm going for a walk, short distance travel in the car. You can get like these zoom. So Uranus, Gemini people could be really good with social media. I told you about the things, but even with the sports, right? Handball, Chinese handball, ultimate frisbee, tennis, golf, swimming. I think it's, we see it with Trump. Like one thing you can't say, like Trump, he's not a nice dude. I'm a native New Yorker. I told you I met him at a GQ party where Q-Tip was DJing. His head was like, oh my God, his head is so big. The 3 biggest heads I've ever seen in life: James Caan, Rest in Power, the actor from The Godfather, right? James Caan, Hugh Grant, and Donald Trump. It's almost like their heads were like 2 heads. Like if they headbutted you, you would die, like pass out instantly. Seriously, I mean, I've been around a lot of people, from Vince Vaughn to Harrison Ford to, all of them. And those dudes, huge craniums, crazy big. I even worked with Danny Glover. I met him and Renee Zellweger, but Danny Glover and Gwyneth Paltrow on the Royal Tenenbaums, which Wes Anderson jerked me on that for getting, they play a role. So I would be getting residual checks, even though like we did this whole wedding scene with chickens and goats, and Gwyneth Paltrow was in a string bikini and she was marrying my bandmate. Our band was called Desmond Manchester III. And we had tiki torches and fire and this beach, this whole like set. And they didn't want to give us like day player roles. So I would have gotten residual checks every time the Royal Tenenbaums was on TV or on HBO. And my, union didn't fight for me. I was really pissed because it was going to be a big scene. And then when they, I have the Royal Tenenbaums. When I watched it, it was just like this quick little blip. But I got to go back and watch the entire movie because I don't know if I remember. It got kind of boring to me, but Gwyneth Paltrow was really nice. She was a sweet lady. So, but Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. So Uranus and Gemini, these people are quick thinking. Their mind is like, no joke. So let me see what we're talking about in the chat. Leave some comments. Let me know how you're feeling with this Capricorn moon. Are you going to come to Coffee Talk? And don't forget the mini Coffee Talk, Friday, June 12th, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm doing Rogers Nelson's birth chart, Prince. You don't want to miss that one. That's going to be dope. Okay. Prince's birth chart. Yeah, I've done it in my astrology course before, but I'm going to do it now for Coffee Talk. So that get ready for that one. Oh, Saturn, Capricorn, Neptune in 8th house. Well, we're not talking about that right now, but you could get into a spiritual career or business. Hello. You're a Gemini? Hold on, sorry. Let me. How's everything going, Lauren? With work and everything? Okay. Is that Michelle Brewer? Okay. Well, tell me your rising sign. I'll tell you what sign it is. Okay. Saturn, 5th house.
I can come on in a bit if you want me to. I start to listen in.
I can't hear you. I'm listening to this. Okay, Uranus and Gemini. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. (1963) Capricorn, Aquarius. Are you a Cancer rising? Born in Philly, the cheesesteak. Raised in Puerto Rico. I've never been to Puerto Rico. 62, Uranus can't be in Gemini. You'd have to be 80 in the 80s. Oh, you're going to join the tribe? Yeah. Uranus, Gemini, you'd have to be like almost 80. Oh, yeah. This is the month to really focus on your spiritual practice. Life Path 11 is dope. Oh, good morning from Singapore. Hey, welcome. I don't know if I've ever had anybody from Singapore. I'd love to do your birth chart. Go to BigEAstro.com. Uranus, Neptune in the 8th house in Capricorn, not only spiritual business, you may know doula, deaf doula, midwife, or when souls are, mediumship gifts. Hey, Marza Latch. Gemini, huh? Happy birthday, Gemini. You should get the solar return chart. That's okay. Hey, Miranda. Uranus and Sagittarius, you're a millennial. You're going to be going through the midlife crisis. Oh, hey, Miranda. I know we haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Miss you. Bet Perez, what's Puerto Rico like? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I tried a little something. Hey, Phoenix. Full Miss Emma Tolley. Phoenix Amatoli, I spit it like Jeff Spagoli. Nobody can hold me. I fold the competition and put them in the envelope because lyrically on the microphone, I'm more than dope. Oh, okay. You met Danny Glover? Yeah, the D. Okay, that's cool. I just met him briefly. I spoke to Gwyneth. Yeah, I heard he's a good guy. He seemed cool on set, but I didn't get a chance to really talk to him, you know. Well, I'm a Cat Moon. We could have some Cat Moon talks. Yeah, I get along with my Cat Moon people. You know, we listen, Cat Moons is not an easy life, all right? Neither Scorpio Moons. My twins got that Scorpio Moon. Oof. I think I take that Cat Moon over that Scorpio Moon. Cat Moon's just debilitated. But remember, any placement in the birth chart, never fear it. You understand? You just have to integrate and work with those energies. Okay? And yes, please join the community. You will freaking love it. www.community.BigEAstrology.com. And the monthly coffee talks, oh my God. And I'm going to get back to in July where we do like a blind birth chart reading. You can volunteer your chart. And then the whole coffee talk, including myself, we interpret and read the chart. And then at the end, I reveal who it is. And you let us know how we did interpreting your chart. I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to bring that back in July. It's so much fun. And people, it's, you know, I created the coffee talks for people to be able to learn about astrology, but also to connect with other people so you don't feel alone, you know? Like most of my friends and family, they're not into astrology. So like I get to talk about it and teach it to you guys and my wife and kids, but they get tired of hearing me talk about it, right? So Coffee Talk is a safe space where we learn and talk about astrology and look at, you know, celebrity or famous people's charts or transits and placements. Like this Jupiter Leo is super important. So that's why I'm teaching it, you know. And then Prince's birth chart, right? We just lost MJ, so I figured I'd do Prince. I already did Michael, you know, so you can go watch that Michael one. That's really a good one, you know. And we did that Coffee Talk of Janet and Latoya. But I have my astrology, morals, and ethics. This is not pop astrology. Right? Astrology is no joke. It is occult, ancient wisdom and knowledge. And occult just means hidden. This is the map of your life and the remembrance of your soul. So there's karma behind this stuff. So I don't have the right. I don't care what other astrologers do, but I don't have the right to do a famous person's chart in public without their permission. But in private at Coffee Talk, yeah, I can do that. You know what I mean? So that's just how I get down, and no shade or judgment on others that, you know, do that. That's on them. You know, oh my goodness, we got a surprise.
Hello,
my
everybody.
soulmate is showing up. I can unplug this and stop listening and stuff to that, and see if we have any new people or if anybody new. Somebody shared their Capricorn.
So who was the last? Hey, Miranda.
I'm
Hi,
down
Phoenix.
Here. Yeah.
Hey, Betty Perez and Watkins. How are you? And Tara Furness.
Oh, they're new. Hey, Tara Furness.
She's new.
Yeah, share your sun and rising.
I don't know you.
Somebody did say Capricorn, Aquarius, and Cancer, and their year they were born. So maybe you could scroll up and look for that. But I didn't know which was what for their big three.
Okay. So she said, I'm going to do my chart with you. Did you get that person?
Oh, who said that?
That was Betty.
Oh, I think Betty or Bet Perez. Oh, yeah. Bet Perez.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not Betty?
Who's Betty?
I don't know.
No, I just called you. Perez. Her name's Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth. I'm so sorry, Elizabeth.
It's okay. But yeah, she was born in Philadelphia and grew up in Puerto Rico. Oh. So I look forward to doing your chart. And she said she's going to join the tribe.
Well, cool.
You will love it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so wait, did we already hear her say she was going to book a chart, or did you get that far?
No, I didn't get that one. I'm up higher.
Okay.
So,
let's see.
The new ones.
Hi, everybody. Did we get to London?
Yeah, what did London say?
London said, good evening. Good sit. Good sir.
Good sir.
I think she meant good sir.
Hey, London.
did we already get to London?
No, you can go up a little bit before London.
I met Danny Glover. I've heard you say
Yes,
that.
Danny Glover.
Miranda told you that. So after that, she said he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
And Miranda said, I love Cap Moons. As a Cap Moon, it's comforting.
Yeah, and I'm a Cap Moon now. To finish that thought, the emotions, we process them better as we get older. Out of nowhere, once we had kids, like I could actually cry. Like growing up, I wasn't really.
I made him into a softie.
Yeah, I wasn't somebody, but that's the Cap Moon or Cap Sun. It has the Benjamin Button effect. So I was like this little Weisenheimer old soul as a little kid, but I don't. It's kind of sad, but I don't think I really cried that much as a kid. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's because I didn't feel sick. I just didn't. But the Capricorn moon, and now after having my own kids, like, yeah, I mean, we used to sit and watch Grey's Anatomy, and I'd be like, oh my God, like, why does it got me so upset? You know what I mean? But like, you know, they have sick kids, and you're like, oh my God, and you think about your own kids and my babies, you know, so yeah.
Yes, he's a real softie, and Grey's Anatomy would really take it out of him. I was like, well, that's okay. That's my baby. He is in touch with his emotional side, and I was happy about it. But you know what? You're right. I rarely cry. I try to be more open and sensitive and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm a tough nut to crack. But yeah. Anyways, let me see here. So London is she new?
London came to the Q&A the other night, I believe, right, London? You were there?
Have we?
I don't know if she's ever shared. I don't think she's ever shared her big.
If you'd like to share that, please feel free.
And you guys don't forget super chats and Cash App $BigEAstro. And you can only for the coffee talk. You can save $2 if you want to join for Jupiter and Leo through Cash App. It's $BigEAstro, $23.
And
for Saturday.
Ms. Elizabeth is living in Florida, and she's a Cancer moon.
Who is? Bet Perez? Or?
Yes.
Oh,
Perez.
okay. Cancer moon.
Well, you said her name was Elizabeth.
I know, but you can just call her Bet Perez. So I remember who she is.
Bet Perez.
Yeah.
And she said, so let's continue on down.
But somebody up higher said they were Cap, Aquarius, and Cancer.
I love as a cat. I don't. Well, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, just look up and see for them.
I have Saturn, Uranus, Capricorn.
No, not that one in the 8th house. Somebody, I think maybe before or after that, they said I'm Cap, Aquarius.
Interesting. So interesting. June is being a 7-month.
That's around there, yeah. I answered most of those, but somebody said they were Cap, Aquarius, and Cancer.
Oh, thank you, Bet Perez.
Yeah, she gave a super chat. I think.
Okay, so she said, I'm a Capricorn sun, Aquarius.
Moon?
Okay.
She's born December 31st.
Cancer moon.
Aquarius rising, is that? Let me know.
I'm a Cap sun, Aquarius, Cancer moon. Is this because you're using that what do you call it?
No. I just maybe
was born December.
Is this Bet saying this?
Well, maybe she's
Aquarius rising. Let us know. So, but if you're a Cap sun and Cancer moon, you're born around a full moon, and that Cancer moon is your superpower. Sensitivity is not a bad thing. It means you're sensitive to energy, frequency, and vibration because you feel so deeply. Therefore, you know. So trust what you know with your feelings, and you may get those hits in your chest or your tum-tum, your stomach.
Let's see if we can. I don't know if she maybe said something.
Well, she didn't say anything down, but you can go back down now.
She's Aquarius rising.
So Aquarius rising. So that means that Capricorn sun is in the 12th house. And so you and Dad may not see each other clearly, but that's also like you left from Philly and went to Puerto Rico. That explains it. And maybe, I don't know if you went to go with Dad or left Dad and went to go with Mom. But that Cancer moon in the 6th, definitely make sure you're properly hydrated for your digestion and pancreas. You know, a little pinch of Celtic sea salt in the agua. And we need our pre and probiotics and minerals. But the Aquarius rising, Pluto's on your ascendant right now. So you're going to go through a lot of transformations, and it's retrograde. You know, make sure you forgive people that created the emotional, physical, spiritual wounds and the childhood traumas and past life stuff. And this is a good time to do intermittent fasting and a parasite cleanse. All Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising should be working on that. And really, we all should, because Pluto is virus. Aquarius and the fixed signs deal with toxins. And so we want to purge and detox and release them.
You know, Bet Perez says something about her ancestors from Puerto Rico.
Boricua, yeah.
And I just love that sense of ancestors versus family, because I feel like ancestors just really calls us back to the foundations and the people that laid those foundations and went through those lessons or whatever it was
we
that
wouldn't
brought
be here without
us
them,
to where we are. So I think it's a very powerful way to say that, and not to say that family isn't powerful too, but very good choice of words, Bet.
Lisbeth.
Anyway,
well, thank you.
And let me get down here.
She said I was also a good rapper.
Oh, okay.
I spit some balls at the top of the show. You missed it.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay.
I
didn't even think she was coming.
I'm doing so many things, and this is me taking
busy.
a brain break.
Yeah, she needed a brain break.
Because I'm designing the box for the card. And
our astrology cards.
I can do graphic design type stuff, but I'm not a graphic designer. I mean, I use stuff. I'm a Canva person, but I'm doing stuff right now with templates and boxes and figuring out which panels go where. And my brain is a little bit fried.
But I was bragging on you.
I was the person who was trying to install my garage door and garage door opener, and could not do it, but I still had to pay him $100. And
oh, he can't get it.
He can't get it, so I had to call somebody else. They're coming tomorrow.
Okay.
It's like, just a lot of stuff. Kids fighting,
headaches,
fishing, all kinds of stuff. Anyways,
so she gets to come here and get a break and have some fun with her husband.
I get to take a break and just be over here with all of you right now.
Get some love.
Terra Furnace.
Yes.
And
welcome.
Let's
just share her big three.
And I am a Taurus sun, a Cancer moon, and a Leo rising.
Oh, Leo rising, Taurus sun in the 10th, Cancer moon in the 12th. You and Mom may not see eye to eye. The relationship could be a little whatever, but you tap into the spiritual realm very deeply. And so there's a lot of information, especially with Jupiter there to June 30th. Hopefully this last year, you're really connected with your dreams. If not, definitely reach out and book a charting with me. Your Taurus sun in the 10th house, you can definitely work in the financial career, banking, advisor, financial planner, but you can also work in, music, arts, fashion industry. You could be a hairstylist, makeup, nails, toe, all of it, like esthetician. Or anything artistic and creative. Taurus is very connected to the money, but the arts and culture. So with your sun in the 10th house, you will overcome those obstacles. And, but you got to also spend time connecting to Gaia, Mother Earth, when you're out in public in nature, even after work, going on a walk to the park or something. That'll help you. The Leo rising, you're very connected to children, whether you have them or not. And you have either interesting mane of hair or very feline cat lioness features. That Leo rising is very powerful. So get ready. Jupiter's going to be in your ascendant June 30th for a year. So you should definitely come to Coffee Talk on Saturday. It's going to be energetic glow up, as the kids say, for you this year. Your aura is going to be big, big, big. All right, my friend?
I don't know if the kids still say glow up.
No, I think they're done with it.
I think we're done with that.
Yeah,
I think that was a few years ago.
It was.
We're showing how old we are.
I got to get rid of that too.
Yeah, get rid of it. And don't say that's what the kids are saying, because they're
past that.
They're past that. Yeah.
All right. Oh, Daddy, you do the best you can when you're 55.
So Ms. Watkins said her best friend is a Capricorn moon.
Oh,
and
cool.
She loves her.
Oh, I think we're nice people. Yeah.
Bet is going to do a chart with you.
Yes, I can't wait.
And
Reach out.
Phoenix, how are you, Phoenix? She said, I think Uranus transiting my third house, which is Gemini.
Yeah.
I am 4/6/61. If so, what does that mean? Because I'm very interested in learning about and teaching Claude AI.
Oh, really? Training the AI. I mean,
So do you use Claude a lot? Are you an expert?
Well, that's the thing.
I'd love to know.
Phoenix, Uranus in the third house, this could affect things with your siblings, your neighbors, your neighborhood, but literally your short distance trips. Maybe you start getting in Waymos, more Ubers, or you start riding around on a unicycle. But your communications and your writing, you should practice some automatic writing and journaling, and definitely going on, walks each day, at least 30 minutes, especially good for anybody, but definitely for women, especially after the age of 40. But deep breath work, you know what I mean? That's going to be so key. And I told you, I'm going to be releasing after this live. I got to edit it, but my Uranus squaring the nodes video on June 12th, I recorded that earlier. I just got to edit it. And I'll release that tonight. Watch that. Okay. But that's going to really help. But yeah, I mean, Uranus transit in the third house, it's going to affect, even on social media, how you show up or work with social media. So maybe this could help you with Claude and AI, and can really help you to communicate with Claude. That's what the Uranus is, downloads, higher consciousness.
I've never used Claude before.
Yeah, we do chat, but maybe try Claude. Is Claude, is that Elon's or is that somebody else's?
I'm not 100% sure. Does it really matter?
I know, they're all
out to get us. Anyways,
remember, we're the ancient intelligence. Forget this artificial. And it's not new. It's been around for decades. Okay, the art of so-called AI. Okay.
So anyways, hi, Miranda. Hi Miranda, how are you? I feel my Cap moon helps balance out my Libra sun nicely, but sometimes I can be too disconnected and too cold because my Venus and Mars is both Scorpio in addition to that Cap moon.
Well, Venus and Mars and Scorpio is pretty intense. I wouldn't think of anything being cold. You're just more cautious. You're private, secretive. Like you need to know that you can trust somebody before you open up. And so Venus and Mars and Scorpio is really pretty intense, but it's about deep intimacy and soul merging. But you need the trust and loyalty first. The Cap moon, you're very responsible, duty, reliable. And the Cap moon makes you just feel that obligation to work. Cap moons work very hard, but the memory is great. Like I remember conversations, second, third grade. My memory is my memory is outstanding. It's crazy. But that's for the Cap moon. You know what I mean? But like I said, it gets better as we get older, processing the emotions, and we become more youthful, more playful, right? I'm sillier. I'm sillier than ever.
You're so silly.
I am so silly. But I've got to get to the last thing. So Neptune and Gemini, and then we'll get back to the chat.
Okay.
Neptune and Gemini, you know me. And I want to just say, remember this Uranus Gemini transit. It's going to be done 2034. And so really, if you've got Uranus and Sag, you're going through that midlife crisis, you've got to really get aligned with your soul's destiny, your freedom and liberation. Okay. If you're going through that, whether it's 39 to 46, 40 to 70, that's the midlife crisis. Okay. Uranus opposition. So strap your boots on and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So now Neptune, Gemini, watch that. The links are down below. Watch these 3 videos: Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune and Gemini. Neptune and Gemini is not here yet. I like to be futuristic. This is 52 to 65, 13-year transit. Neptune can be 13 to 16 years, whatever. But one thing that I talk about with Neptune and Gemini, what is Neptune? It's nebulous. It's confusion, illusion, deception, delusion. It's the oceans. It's magic. It's film, photography, dreams, subconscious. It's poetry, art, dance, singing, rapping. Neptune is our spirituality, our imagination and creativity. It's addiction, escapism. When you have Neptune and Gemini, this is where I think we're going to get back to talking like that through sound and language. Think of the Tower of Babel. Neptune and Gemini, I think this is where we become more aquatic. Remember Kevin Costner? Waterworld? Yeah. That's where people are like, oh, Kevin Costner was a prophet. You know, we may be living in a world. And just remember, right? You guys have got to understand when they talk about these aliens and this and that, there is no outer space. They have not broken the firmament. I heard they put cracks or dents in it. I don't know. That's why they shoot out those rockets. But even the planets, they're just beyond the ice wall. Beyond the ice wall in Antarctica, which is why they have those treaties and we can't go there. There is maybe multiple worlds, other continents. The Earth is more flat. It's a flat plane. You know, if you talk to an airline pilot, they'll tell you. You know, we're not spinning on a globe. Like it's come on, it's childish. You know, or else you wouldn't be able to see Polaris and the fixed stars. You know what I'm saying? It's illogical. You guys have got to stop believing all the brainwashing and manipulation from NASA and science that they've told us. Most of what you know is a lie. And that's a hard pill to swallow because some of us have masters and PhDs in lies. Most medical doctors, they don't know that much about real healthcare. You need to go to your naturopathic and homeopathic doctor, right? They act like there's no parasites in America, you know, like that's only for foreign third world countries. And, you know, they'll tell you on their CDC website, you know, over 80 million, and it's probably over 100 million Americans have parasites because it comes to the toxins in the foods and the water and all the poison in the fish and the mercury and all this stuff. So Neptune Gemini is where we may become one with the mermaids, where we tap into the pyramids and we see the pyramids and maybe even ancient Atlantis comes back up. You have to remember with the technology, though, from Atlantis, that was the downfall. And that's what we're going through right now. We're on a precipice of a very exciting and positive, but also dangerous time. Will you become enslaved to the comfort of technology, or will you go back to the ancient technology of Gaia, Mother Earth, and nature? And knowing that there's no computer that's more advanced than you.
This is true.
You are the ancient intelligence. You are the technology. Those micro and the melanin. Do you know how much information is in the melanin? Why do you think they take the pancreas, the placenta? You understand? And the cord, especially from melanated women. You understand? Wake up. It's no joke. Melanin is no joke, but we all have melanin, right? My European brothers and sisters have melanin. It's just a different type. But that's why I tell you, you're not going to get sunburn if you're eating right and you also go out for sunrise and sunset and let the sun rise and sunset hit your naked eye for the retina to integrate it. Don't put those lotions and those chemicals on your skin, Lucy. That's how you get burned and cooked. So think about that. It's muy importante. The sun is the bringer of life to the planet, right? So why would it be causing cancer? That's illogical. Makes no sense. We got to start to think with our Remember I told you, right? Become your own media. Tap into your Lilith, your Pluto, right? Your intuition.
They've taught us to discredit ourselves, to not trust ourselves. Yeah. You better go out and get that expert who can tell you everything. You know what I mean? And so often it's not necessary. Experts are they're put on these pedestals, but who's an expert? Mm-hmm. And what made them an expert? And what trained them and what taught them? We have doctors who are experts, yet they're trained
they don't know nothing.
In medicine that is actually killing people.
To prescribe pharmaceuticals.
Not, you know, they're trained to prescribe pharmaceuticals, and we've seen what that does to people. So yeah, they're experts. They've got the degrees, and I'm not trying to put down any doctors or anything of that nature. It's not that at all, but it all depends on where you get your training from, and that is what creates what type of expert you are.
And are they willing to think outside the box and continue to learn, to learn? A lot of doctors don't know about putting onions on the bottom of your feet to get toxins out. We saw a video today talking about putting your feet in watermelon, right? The watermelon juice and what that does, pulling out toxins and healing you. So, we got to really realize that some of the real experts were our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers. Tap into your lineage. I don't care if it's Irish, Italian, Jewish, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Indigenous American, Indian. Our ancestors, they knew the deal. Okay. And we got to also stop, seriously, nobody's black, nobody's white. We got to stop it. You're Irish, you're Polish, you're Ukrainian, you're Danish, you're Finnish, you're Swedish, you're Jewish, you're German. You're Jamaican, you're Indigenous American Indian, you're Guyanese, you know what I mean? You're from Nigeria, you're Nigerian, you're this, you know what I mean? We gotta really, don't put on these colors. We're not crayons. Okay.
Well, and that's what's so interesting. It's the cutest thing, because anybody who's a parent, your kids, you would say, oh, you're black, you're white. And they would be like, this is my black crayon. That color's not black.
Yeah.
That person's brown. That person's tan.
They're
so
cream,
if
beige,
you know what I mean? Like, so it's just interesting how kids just come into the earth innately aware of like truths like that. Like they're just like, oh, it's brown. It was so funny because I remember one time our kids were like, the black kid. The
black girl. Kid. No, the black girl in the restaurant.
And she was wearing a black shirt.
But she was white with blonde hair, right?
You know what I mean?
She had on a black shirt.
And
like,
at first we were like, what? And then he said, next to the green person. And we were like, green person? Oh, there was a person wearing a green shirt. You know what I mean? And so like kids just innately know these things. It's really wonderful.
It was cute.
And so sometimes we have to go back to those lessons that our kids taught us. So
ages 0 to 7.
Mm-hmm. Can we get back to chat or no?
Let's get back to the chat.
So we have Messiah Bearer. Have you spoken to Messiah Bearer?
I have never. Welcome, Messiah Bearer.
Messiah Bearer. I've been looking at you, in 80s baby.
I love it.
Born in 1982.
Good year.
Yes. And let me see.
That's when I was wearing cologne and mackin'.
Oh, he was. Oh my gosh. He has this little picture from 7th grade, and he's wearing an Argyle sweater, and he's got his little glasses on, his Argyle sweater, and he's sitting there like, hello ladies. And like oh my God, every time I look at that, and I almost think he has his hand up like this in the school picture or something.
No,
I think
it's 8th grade, but I was a smooth operator,
Hello, ladies.
I put on my cologne.
I like long walks along the Hudson. I like having conversations in stairwells, and
I was doing other stuff in stairwells. But I was a good boy. So yes, Messiah, share your Sun, Moon, Rising. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Okay, all you guys, make sure you're smashing the like button, and tell a friend to subscribe. We're trying to get to 11K like tonight.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get to 11K.
Let's get to it.
Make sure you guys all subscribe to the channel. And do me a favor, once the live is done, please come back and leave a comment. It does help the lives grow in the algorithms with YouTube. I really appreciate it. Any video of mine that you watch, even if you're watching like my Capricorn Moon or Saturn Gemini, go leave a comment. Some of my older videos, they don't have as many comments, like my Venus in Scorpio, my Mars in Scorpio, go leave a comment. Okay? I really appreciate it. So when you watch a video, don't forget to leave that little comment, even if it's just like, thanks, E. It goes a long way. Okay. So who else? Did Messiah share their big 3?
I didn't.
Is Messiah a man or a woman?
I don't know.
Let us know,
I
Messiah.
To get down.
Okay, keep
so
going.
Miranda's, she said she struggled to cry. Like I have to give myself permission.
Yeah.
And even then, it's got to be really rough for me to cry. You know what? I'm the same way.
Yeah.
It's a challenge. Like he's seen me, and it's like if I get to that point where I'm crying, it's like all done. And yeah,
but she cries. She definitely cries.
I cry mostly behind closed doors.
Yeah,
But
she tends to.
and it's just something that I was just kind of taught. You don't do that, and I was taught that from a very young age. Like, be strong. Don't, So
Well, I think
and
I'm going to tell you. I
we
think
were
this
taught
7-year
that
transit.
emotional deadness.
But let me tell you something. So she's got the Sagittarius moon and Neptune and Lilith in her 8th house. She's going through the opposition to her Saturn and Gemini with Uranus in transit in the 2nd house. That, I think, is going to activate her different spiritual gifts, but it's going to help her with processing the emotions. And I think you'll be able to just.
I'll just be a blubbering fool.
You'll be able
blubbering
to.
fool.
You'll be able to boohoo, but I'm excited for her psychic intuitive gifts to increase, and her to be a doula, deaf doula, or a midwife. It's in her.
Yeah, it is. Anyways, and Phoenix, this is called It's Turning into Summer in Phoenix. And when it's like in the
hot.
90s today, and we're
no. It's 101 today.
Oh, 101 today. Okay, so
tomorrow's 103.
Hot.
It's hot as hizzy.
So this is what happens to me.
Miranda will tell you it's hot today.
And then let's see now.
By the time I get to Arizona.
So yeah, Bet was just talking about that she moved to Puerto Rico with her mom, and that her ancestors came from Puerto Rico came to Puerto Rico in 1820. So do you know where they came from?
That's interesting.
That's very interesting. I love that.
Yeah.
It's really cool that you're able to track yourself back that far. We have London.
Yeah.
And London is a sun or Sagittarius sun, Scorpio moon, and Aries rising.
Oh, say 8, 9. I was right. So, Saturn, Neptune on the ascendant. You got to think before you respond and take action. Impulsivity will not serve you for the next 2028, April 12th. Neptune's there to 2039. It's Scorpio moon in the 8th house. That's why you're here. You love the esoteric occult knowledge. Just remember the Scorpio moon the emotions can be intense. You must purge, release, and detox it. Do not hold on to them. It can literally make you sick, create things like ovarian and colon cancer, stuff like that. So please, release those emotions. You got to go scream and yell, punch a pillow, bite a wall, or bite a pillow, punch a wall. You don't want to do that, right? I'd rather you punch the pillow. But biting the wall could hurt. But either way, just release those emotions. And you're a natural empath. The Sag sun in the 9th house, the sun's in its planetary joy there. You may, from your father's teachings or even religion, Sagittarius is the most dogmatic sign. It can be hard to break away from whatever you were taught as a child. With the Sag sun, though, there, it's you really could be big in education. Teaching, preacher, the guru, the shaman, the mentor, and you probably love to travel for vacations and learn 50 miles further away from home. But thank you for coming and sharing the big 3. Definitely reach out for the chart reading. I'd love to do it and hear the rest of your placements in your chart.
And then Tara said, I'm so glad to find your channel.
Thank you.
I have trouble with my emotions.
I can help you.
Are in waves.
Okay.
She's okay. So you from across the pond, are you? Yeah. Or someplace other than the United States?
Yeah.
So basically she's 16th of May, 1972.
Yeah.
And so
definitely reach out.
In there in the same age.
I would love to help you and book the chart. You can go to BigEAstrology.com. I work with people all over the world.
Oh, she just took a portal abundance walk on the beach. Glad you're still alive. And
portal abundance walk?
Yeah, just took a portal/abundance walk.
I like that.
On the beach. Glad you're still alive. And so am I. I'm glad he's still alive as well. And Miranda said, yes, as Leo risings are mains.
Yeah, and really protective over the kids, and you've got a lot of creative energy.
And Tara said, thank you.
You're welcome, Tara.
And London said, let's see, standing strong on not smoking 8 days. All right. That's
Congratulations,
awesome.
London.
Congratulations.
And keep going. And if you need to, I highly recommend those nicotine patches. chew gum, whatever you got to do. But just know, our lungs are not made to inhale any smoke, right? Even if we do the Mary Jane, you'd rather do the edibles than the gummies, right? Smoking is no bueno. Okay.
Yeah, and it's really sad how the tobacco has been corrupted in such a way, because pure tobacco has been used for hundreds, if not thousands of years,
Very healing.
as parts of healing and
Rituals.
spiritual practices and rituals by all sorts of indigenous people from tribes from all over, right?
And they used to call it tabak before the tobacco, tabak. I learned that from Ivan Van Sertima back in the days.
And, they add all these chemicals in and they make it, deadly. And it's really unfortunate.
But God gave us tobacco.
Yeah.
Man corrupted it.
I do hape as part of my daily meditation and grounding rituals. And tobacco is a part of it. It's a powder, but it's so healing. And I know people who use it to help keep their allergies away, but it's in the pure form. It's not cut with anything.
I'm gonna do some hape tonight.
And they even make it hard to bring it here into the States. Like, it's crazy. Like, they have to sneak
anything that's good for
tobacco leaves into the country as if they're bringing like some sort of terrible contraband. But they'll sell us tobacco in the form of cigarettes cut with formaldehyde and all these other chemicals that are killing us, and things designed to make them very addictive. So congratulations on your 8 days.
And
I think
you got
awesome.
this. And just remember too, you need to connect to the crystals and herbs, because you're the Scorpio moon in 8th house. That's going to help you even more. Get connected to your ashwagandha, your burdock root, your mugwort, wormwood, your sea moss, right? Connect with those crystals. The Pisces for the bedroom, right? The amethyst and the blue apatite. Tap into that, my friend. Okay. And definitely reach out and get a birth chart reading. You will love it. Okay.
Let's see now. And I'm Tara says, I'm loving my grandbabies. Aw. Esme is 3 and Kaylin is 1. Am I saying that right? I'm sorry if I'm not.
That's adorable. And let me tell you something. You know what's the best thing for you to do? After you take care of your reading, I don't know if your kids are into it, but you should get chart readings for those little babies. I love doing the birth charts because it will make them better parents and make you a better grandparent. You got to know who these kids are on a soul level. When you learn their moons and you learn their, especially their houses with their friends, it makes you a better parent or grandparent. You know how to help raise them and maneuver their education style. Watch out for the pitfalls, good or bad friends. This is where they can deal with the enemies and all this. It's the birth chart. It's the map of your life and the remembrance of your soul. So yeah.
Where are you from, Tara? I'm curious.
I think she said it earlier. I forgot. But
Ireland or Scotland or someplace else.
Remind us.
Anyways,
friend.
Let's see. London's feeling good.
That's good.
Right
London.
on. And Miranda, yes, that's a much better way of explaining instead of cold. I'm not here on your live. Wait, I'm not here on your lives. Chances are it's because of work.
Oh, I know.
We love seeing you.
No, and the Capricorn moon's not cold.
No, you're not a silly bitch.
Oh, who said that?
Miranda did.
No, you're not a silly BI. No.
No.
Retire from negative self-talk. You're an amazing BI.
Yes.
Not a silly one. No.
Yes.
But no. We got to remember positive affirmation.
But I also,
be intentional with the
I
word.
want to start a movement where we as women stop calling ourselves that.
Yeah, don't.
You know what I mean?
You guys are not.
And I'm not I'm not trying to make you feel bad on it. I just think it's this global movement. And it started first when they started to use the N word and everything to make it okay. Then you started having the
badass BI, the BI
slipped in there to make it okay. And
we got to stop these terms.
We've got to stop allowing people to make the disrespect of us commonplace.
Exactly.
And feeding it back to us as if it's self-empowerment because it's really not. And I'm not trying to gang up on you in any way, but I am tired of. I'm tired of falling for the okie doke.
You are an amazing woman,
you are.
And mother and grandmother, and just a sweet soul.
because we met you in person, so we know how dope you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Miranda. So
let's see.
The Tara say the Messiah share their big
and then Tara said she's from London.
Ah,
okay,
cool.
nice.
I've been to London in 2004.
Great work on not smoking for 8 days. Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Keep it
I
going.
love it. And thank you, because I love when you guys start talking to each other
and encourage and support one
and
another.
encouraging each other. That's one thing Eric and I have always wanted since day one, was to build a community of people. And we've slowly but surely done
love,
it.
yeah.
And we really try to create something different.
And that's what you'll find if you guys join our tribe. It's a big love fest, but it's with accountability and learning. You know what I mean? We really support and lift one another up, but we also like, yo, we gotta, it's like, let's be better. If you're on that process of growing, learning, and on ascension, you're on that spiritual path, www.community.BigEAstrology.com. Our Knowledge is Love Tribe community is definitely for you. A lot of learning, a lot of listening, a lot of teaching, a lot of talking, a lot of love, and a lot of understanding. And it's great. And this Friday, Melinda Valentine, Queen Bee, is going to break down the numerology for the month of June and for the rest of the year. And she's got a special discount service for the people that come to the tribe. So, a special reading. So I hope I see you Friday night. I hope you join. Go to the website, either $23 or $10 a month. You will not regret it.
And let's see. And oh, that's fantastic, Lund. Okay, yes. They're complimenting, they're encouraging London. That's awesome. I know. And then Bet said Andre Miller is OBE, and he explains all the same thing you are saying, Eric.
Okay, cool. Andre Miller.
We'll have to look him up. Okay. I don't know who he is.
OBE?
OBE. Okay. In all caps. Okay. OB. Anyways. Tara said, we all need to look after each other. Yes. They have this thing, I am not my brother's keeper. And it's like, it's the worst way. It's the worst way. It allows us to feel justified when we watch somebody fall and just let them lay there. Now, yes, I will be the first one to say some people don't want to be picked up. And if somebody lets you know they don't want to be picked up, then you are free to go. Leave them alone. You know what I mean?
But it takes a village, for kids, but just the support. And this is something that's on both of our hearts in a big way, because raising these 4 boys and taking care of my disabled mother, her and I, we didn't have much help or support. Yes, we did leave, home in New York, and we moved to Arizona. So we didn't have crazy extended family and close friends per se. We did have some friends that were there in big times of need, and we were hanging out with them last night, and they were there when she gave birth to the twins, and really big helps. And
absolutely.
And any time we really need, but just in general, just like babysitting or helping support and this and that. So for us, when our children have kids, we are going to be the most helpful and supportive grandparents that you could ever imagine. You know what I mean? Because we know what it's like to be like on our own sometimes. It was tough, Isn't this so beautiful, though? My black tourmaline. I was showing you this earlier. No, I'm going to say I'm going to have 30 minutes. And tell him he needs to mop. That's what we need.
Trying to get...
William! Start mopping, please.
It's like we have a house full of boys, and it's so hard to get things done. And then they feel like
we're asking too much to do chores.
Keeping your room, I don't know. Whatever.
We tired of the foolishness.
Yes. So, let's see. Steve All at Steve All. Wait.
Hey, Steve All.
Saint Evolves.
Oh, yeah.
ST Evolves.
Yeah.
Saint Evolves, is that what it is? In the word believe is the word lie.
That's right. Yep.
So true.
That's why I don't say believe. Knowledge. Know.
And are believe. You new?
Yeah, they are. Share your big 3.
So please share your big 3.
But did Messiah ever share their big 3?
I don't know. I'm trying to get down through here.
Messiah.
So Bet saying the human race is something else. True that.
Mhm.
And Jackie Washington is here with us.
Jackie Washington's in the house. Hey,
Yes,
Jackie.
nice to see you, Jackie.
Love Jackie.
And
Jackie's part of the tribe.
Yes. And Miranda said it became illegal for colleges to teach herbal medicine. Absolutely. There's so much.
And that's
that
not an accident.
We are not allowed to teach. And
Right.
it isn't an accident. And it's ridiculous.
We got to reimagine
that was
school
going to
systems.
take away from big pharma. It's all about money, and money equals power and different things. Let's see. Miranda said, every time I have a doctor prescribed a pill, I ask them what's the natural alternative for it. And 9 out of 10 times they look at me like I have 3 heads. Exactly. Well, I'll tell you, it's similar. When I was pregnant with the boys, I did go preeclamptic. I was in the hospital leading up to having them. And every day we would get a new doctor rotating through the what do you call it, pregnancy ward or floor, whatever it is. And they would come in and greet me and talk to me, how you feeling, blah, blah, blah. And I would say to them, I want to have my babies with no drugs naturally. And they would all look at me like I had a horn coming out of my head, because one, so few women these days are taught that they have the power to have a child without drugs. We're taught how terrible it is, how hard it is, epidurals and all
Women
of
been
that,
doing it since the beginning of time.
Let alone when you are
40
when
and
you have
preeclamptic.
twins. Yeah, but when you have twins, they just automatically, nowadays, when you get pregnant with twins, they schedule your C-section about the 4th to 6th week. Whenever they first find out that you have twins, they are trying to get your cesarean on the books. I was shocked. I confirmed the twins, and they were like,
"Oh yeah, you had to switch doctor groups."
They wanted to schedule me for my cesarean.
And she was like, "Nope."
And it turned out that my doctor did not have insurance to cover delivering twins naturally. Twins had to be delivered via cesarean, as if that's safer. And I was like, you're not cutting me open. I'm having my babies naturally, and I'm doing it without drugs. Now,
which, by the way, let me say real quick, which, by the way, is actually better for their lungs, because when they go through the birth canal, they push out that water.
There's so much. There's so much on it. I mean, I always leave myself open to, if I need that assistance, okay. But we have to stop allowing them to scare us away from the power that is our bodies. Our bodies are made miraculously and have power. Anyways, okay.
And they were trying to give her the epidural, and I delayed it. So then
he was really wonderful.
I was talking to the doctor so that she was able to do it. And they before they were getting ready to do it last time, she was like, they're like, "Oh, the baby's coming now."
They came in and they're like, "No, you really need to get an epidural. What if we have to do this?" They start pumping you full of fear. What if one of the babies turns? What if this happens? What if that happens? We have to give you the epidural just in case. You can still attempt to have your babies naturally, but just in case.
And I was delaying and talking to him. And then she was like,
so he
something's
was
coming, something's coming. And
the doctor they had my back exposed.
Yeah, they were dressing up her back.
And I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. I'm going through a contraction. No, and the thing is, I'm at the height of my contractions, and they're wanting me to be 100% still. Yet I'm having contractions like every 2 minutes max. I mean, maybe less than that.
Less than that, I think.
And I'm like, how am I supposed to? And then they tell you, stay 100% still, because as we stick this big long needle into you,
I didn't want her to have it either.
I didn't want it, but if we mess it up, we can hurt your back.
And ladies, be honest, a lot of ladies, I know this happened to my sister, to get that epidural, it winds up messing up their back throughout the rest of their lives. Some women have experienced that. It's not all what it's cracked out to be.
So, Tara said, let me see. We've lost so much ancient knowledge, not being passed down to our kids and just relying on the government. We all have blood the same color. Exactly. And you know what is really wild is that I want to say it's like 3 or 4 generations. If you stop telling people who they are, or you start to tell them, or on the flip side, you tell people what they are. Yeah. Either way, stop telling them who they are completely and giving them a new thing. It only takes 3 or 4 generations before they believe it. And that's the same thing with knowledge and everything else. And this has all been planned. This is just, it's horrible. Our friend Abdul is here.
Abdul
nice
Ruiz?
To see, yes.
What's up, Abdul
Nice
Ruiz?
to see you, Abdul.
Welcome
He's a
back.
Taurus rising in the house.
Yeah.
Taurus rising
Now
in
see,
the house.
the Messiah or some other new person share their big three yet?
I don't know.
Okay.
Bet said, if you notice, I'm commenting as much as possible. Oh, thank you. Mwah.
No,
Thank
but
you.
okay, but no, and I appreciate that bet. But what I'm saying is when the live is over, come and leave a comment in the comment section, not in the chat. When the show's done, I want you guys all to come back just as soon as we say goodbye, because that helps to grow the algorithms, not the chat. But I do appreciate that.
And just going back to the way we do things, I try and read through everybody's things. Like right now, I'm running 20 minutes behind. People who wrote me out stuff, 20 minutes behind. So Maddie is here. Hey Maddie, how are you?
What's
it's
up,
good
friend?
To see you.
Hope everything's going well.
She's saying hello to us and hello to you, and I hope everything is coming together. I hope you got in your bed.
Yeah.
She had surgery and she needed an electric bed to help her because she had back surgery. And let me see now. Tara said, what is Lilith? A planet? No.
Lilith is a powerful energetic point. So Black Moon Lilith is it's pre-verbal, pre-rational energy, our yes, no response, pheromones, hormones. It is our gut instinct and intuition. Okay. And Lilith, right? It's this Black Moon Lilith. It's an energetic point, right? Just like you have the nodes or the like north node of the moon, south node of the moon. Black Moon Lilith is, this energetic point. Right? It's actually not considered an asteroid, though, is it? No, it's considered I forgot what
a calculated point, the
calculated
lunar
point.
apogee.
Yeah, the lunar apogee.
And
it's the oscillating apogee when you look at the true Black Moon Lilith, which is what I use, not the mean position. So on astro.com miscellaneous, it's H13, but it is an energetic point. And what it's speaking to is stronger in a female's chart than a man's chart, but it's even stronger in the angular houses. And you'll learn about this in our upcoming astrology book, Star Signs and Rhyme Lines. But it's in houses 1, 4, 7, and 10, muy importante. So Lilith is like deals with rejection and repressed energy. It was Adam's first wife. They were created equal, right? And no, women did not come from no rib, right? You guys are the originals. Okay. But they, God forbid, sexually, she wanted to be on top. So they demonized the energy of Lilith, the patriarchal system, and she was kicked out of the Garden of Eden. That's the mythology. But it's really what it's talking about, the divine feminine, the dark feminine, and like a female Pluto energy. So it has a strong sexual energy, but it's also just that primal carnal energy. Okay. And so what happens is you don't recognize the Lilith. People portray it and place it upon you because they smell the pheromones and hormones. You have Lilith in the first house. People, men and women, are hitting on you all the time. You could wear like a baseball cap and t-shirt and jeans, just be chilling, no makeup, ladies. Doesn't matter. You got Lilith in the first house, men and women may cheat. May hit on you. You got Lilith in the fourth house. You can deal with, and a lot of rejection, repressed energy. You can come into a room, grand rising. Everybody's like, "Oh, get out of here!" Like you just burped outside your mouth or something. And then Lilith in the fourth house, you can deal with physical, sometimes sexual abuse in the home or being rejected by your mother or your family. The seventh house, you can literally have your spouse or business partner cheat on you. There can be affairs in a marriage. In the 10th house, you can get hit on and be rejected at work, right? And your career and your workplace, work environment. Lilith is no joke. So you better learn about Lilith, and you could even book a reading. I do Lilith Chiron reading. Helping you to heal those wounds, looking at the sign, the aspects, and the house that they're in. So check that out. That's also on BigEAstro.com. It's a newer service. Okay. So I hope that explains it all. And on the positive side too, the sign, that's an indicator of your tribe of people that will just accept you and get you. They'll be like, oh, I love, I just love Tara. She got that Lilith and Cancer, and all the Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising people just love you to death. Okay.
So Bet, who's from or had moved to Puerto Rico for a while, her ancestors from there. She had some of them at least says, my ancestors came from the Bahamas.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. So there you go.
Bahamian.
They were slaves.
Bahamian boy, none, the blood.
And then our friend, it's Jay Smith. Jay Smooth.
Okay,
checking
Jay,
in.
can I tell you, I want to thank you. Like, that was so sweet when you the Cash App for the 777 with the ice cream and all. Thank you. We appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, and you guys, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I give out a lot of love and free information and knowledge, and just like, even just Cash Apping me $1 or $2, it means a lot. You know what I mean? Every little bit helps. It's $ BigEAstro, and Jay Smith showed a lot of love to the fam. So thank you, brother. Hope you're doing well. All right. So definitely, you're always welcome here. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you come to a coffee talk. I'd love to meet you sometime. All right. Saturday, Jupiter and Leo, all 12 rising signs, June 6th, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. 2 hours, $25, and it's only $23 if you pay through Cash App. $BigEAstro. Pay attention. Okay. And then Friday the 12th, we're doing Princess Chart. Only $15, 75 minutes. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that at all. So she'll get to the last little part of the chat, and then we'll be saying goodbye and wrap it up. But I thank you guys for coming. And please, once we say goodbye, go leave a comment in the comment section. Go, leave a little something.
So Jay Smooth is a Virgo rising, and so he's in the building.
Okay.
And
that South Node's there, the July 27th.
Miranda said that her car says it's 103 right now.
I don't doubt it.
Pretty darn hot.
I don't doubt it, Miranda.
Today. And then ODB?
No,
OD. I need to learn how to say your name. ODILIA Medeiros.
Odila.
Hello, lovely couple. How are you?
Hello, thank you.
We are so good. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to learn how to say your name. And Miranda said, London, try smoking a little bit of mullein if the cravings are getting too much. It will help the fixation. But mullein is very healing to our lungs.
Yes, mullein leaf. I do, right. Yes. Mullein, yeah.
And then we have Floss Dog here.
What up, Floss Dog?
Yes, Floss. Getting flossy with it. And then I'm Khalib, by the way. So I'm a he-mama Taylor. My profile pic is pink aurora lights I caught in the PNW.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There's a little bit of there I'm not quite following, but thank you.
Welcome.
And then OD, we're gonna have to learn how to pronounce your name.
Just say OD.
And then Terra Face.
Welcome, OD. OD, you're new. Share your Summer Rising.
She's in Lancaster, Northwest. She's
loving. Who's saying this?
This is Tara. Tara.
So Tara, can I just tell you something? One thing that I loved, I went to London, Amsterdam, Paris, and Belgium in 2004. One of my buddies and I. And what I loved about London is that in the middle of the day, going to a freaking Irish pub, you know what I mean? We had fish and chips, and the way you guys respect, us, the indigenous American Indians, the rest of the world knows who we are. And I loved it in London because in this pub, Belle Biv DeVoe, Bobby Brown, Motown, Marvin Gaye, Donnie had they were just playing soul music like in the middle of the day, and it was like nothing but like English and Irish people in this pub, but that was the theme music, and I was just like, and I'm eating my fish and chips and had a little beer. It was great. So and London gets a bad rap. I got to say the food was really good, and we just had so much fun. So yeah, I would definitely return back to London. I got to take her. She's never been.
Okay, let's see. Miranda said, no, I meant the silly comment jokingly. Oh, no. Oh, I know, love.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But it was funny because I was talking to somebody in the last 24 hours about that. Yeah. And it just was interesting that you happened to bring it up. And I don't in any way pass any judgment because I can deal with it. Anyways, Miranda said, no, it's a valid point, Alana. I know all love from you. Oh, yes. Jackie Washington, I feel you. I am a part of that generation that don't call ourselves the B word. Yeah, I know.
That's right, yeah.
And it was difficult. And what was what I found for me is that I would never use that word. And because it began being used so frequently around me, I actually caught myself on a handful of times using that. And I'm like,
Because
"Ooh."
that kind of started when we were already late teens,
Mhm.
early 20s, and it felt weird. Like, I was like, no, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, a lot of female rappers nowadays, that's what they call themselves.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. They're
no,
not, yeah.
and a lot of the stuff like that comes out of people's mouths is
It's
so
disgusting.
incredibly raunchy and just dirty.
That's
Like,
not
it
music.
makes everything nasty. Like,
That's entrapment.
you know what I
It's
mean? Like,
slavery.
it's just so gross. Anyways, let's see. Miranda said, Miss Jackie Washington in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jackie Washington's in the
Yes, we are all
house.
energetically connected. So true. And so when we're putting down somebody, when we going back to a comment about my brother's keepers, when we're putting down somebody, we're actually putting down a piece of ourselves. Like, we have to remember that
We all come
God
from
is
the infinite
in
source.
all
Yeah.
things. Therefore, God is in us. God is in the person next to me. God is here.
Yeah.
You know, and we have to keep
Think back to the
together.
Tower of Babel. Yeah.
Mhm. And then Miranda said, being a grandma is one of the greatest gifts I could ever have received. Oh, yes.
When you told me you were with your grandbabies a couple of weeks back, I was so happy for you because, like, we're not quite ready for it yet, but we're ready for it. They got to grow up and get older, more mature. But when it's our turn, like, oh, we're going to love it.
And then Jackie Washington says she has black tourmaline lock jewelry. So for your hair lock jewelry, that's interesting.
Oh, I love black tourmaline. Look at this. It's so
yeah,
beautiful.
I'm curious to see what that looks like. I don't know that I even know what that is. And yes, Miranda was saying it's wild about having twins.
It's like a science experiment.
Yeah.
It's really deep. Like, this last almost 13 years, we've learned a lot.
Birthing of them.
Oh,
I remember, like, they thought I was a freaking rock star miracle worker.
Yeah.
Like,
when she birthed both of them at 40, and the way she did it, like, they were just like, "Oh my God, you're!"
I mean, I
like
had
the
people
nurses
coming by.
Yeah,
just
they were
like
like high-fiving her, and like,
yeah.
oh. So she cut the first baby, Jackson's cord, and then they come to me, Dad, do you want to cut baby number 2? And I was like, I was nervous. I was like, and then they were like, if not, she'll always have one up on you. And I was like, oh, hell no, right? You can't do that to me. So I was like, yes. And I was like, I just don't want to hurt him. So, they're like, don't worry, you won't. We'll guide you in it. So then I cut Mateus's cord. And let me tell you, to this day, when they were babies and they were sleeping, Mateus would always come to me, and Jackson would always go to her. It's almost like energetically they knew who cut their cord. And it was hard because at the time when they were first born, I was getting sicker with the valley fever. And Mateus, I loved him to death, but he was actually hurting me. And I would get upset with him and her because, like, she'd bring him into bed in the middle of the night and then, wake up in the morning, and this kid is literally, and he was a heavy little, he was so cute. Oh, he was roly-poly. That baby fat was so cute. But he would lay on Daddy's neck, and with the valley fever, I couldn't move my neck. It was so, I suffered. Oh God, I suffered. It was terrible, but it was hard, being, that warm, loving dad, because, like, the kid was literally hurting me, but I didn't kick him out the bed, but it was great. It was, we survived. We survived it.
Yes. Let me see. Jackie said, I know some of my friends and family, they are doctors and nurses. They got into it because of a positive experience they had. I truly believe the majority of people that get into medicine truly want to help and heal people.
Oh, they do.
They don't know what they don't know. Just like, just like.
And they don't know, like, for example, do you know they only teach at 10 or 15% of medical schools the endocannabinoid system is in our body? So when you actually don't have the THC or CBD, you're deficient. Did y'all know that? It's in us. And that comes from Dog Star Sirius. So that lets you know, like, we are really hybrids of, like, maybe 20 different alien races. So pay attention. Think about it.
Let's see. And
when they do studies, if it doesn't go out the way they want it to, they cancel and suppress the studies. And they were doing one. I was listening to a podcast about it years ago about the mothers in Jamaica who, while they were pregnant, they were smoking the marijuana, and they were expecting these kids to come out damaged. These kids were coming out. What's the score? The Highgard score or whatever.
Yeah.
These kids like were showing, they were following them like to year one.
Apgar.
They were coming out superior, more intelligent, more verbal, crawling better, like just everything better. And so then they stopped the study. This is what happened. So I don't want you guys to refer to, oh, well, this study said, because some of these studies, who are they paid by? Who paid for them to get what result they want? You understand? So you got to pay attention to that. A lot of manipulation in research and science. It's a dirty industry. Not for good. It's for joke.
Let me see here now. Miranda said, I had an epidural with my eldest son when I was 19, and it was more terrifying than giving birth naturally to my other two children. You know what? When my eldest son is now 26, and I did not want a epidural. I didn't want a episiotomy. That was what drove how I chose the hospital, because I was living in the Bay Area. He was born in Berkeley. And I chose the hospital that had the lowest episiotomy rate. Then once I got that kind of situated,
what's the episiotomy again?
That's where they cut you.
Okay.
So, and sometimes they will cut a woman from her
the belly
vaginal
button down.
hole,
Yeah.
not the belly button down.
Oh, no.
No, baby, your belly button. That is no.
C-section.
That's a C-section, and even now they don't do it. They did her C-section that way. Now they do C-sections.
Way better.
They do it they're much smaller incisions, and they go across, not vertical.
Okay.
But
they did used to do that though, right?
To do them vertical, yes. But it's a much harder thing to recover from, because you're cutting through a lot more muscle and just different things. But I was saying for epidurals, they have women where they'll cut them from their vaginal hole to their rectum hole. And like, it's crazy. And the thing is that it's really sadistic. It's, oh my God, don't get me started. So that was my first thing. And then after that, I was like, no epidural. And yeah, so, and I was afraid of that needle too. And then later on, I became so much more studied on how just a whole lot of things that go down in our system around.
It's going down in the DM.
Let's see.
All right, let me just.
Watkins said, I had an epidural with my first baby and had so many complications. My second baby was natural, no issues. Yes,
congrats,
my boyfriend is Lilith in the. This is Watkins. So her boyfriend is Lilith in the first house, and I'm Lilith in Aries in the fourth house.
Now, does your boyfriend sometimes get approached and hit on randomly from men and women? I bet he does. Lilith in the first house.
Saint Evolves. We're here in New Zealand. Oh, nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know if we've had New Zealand people.
Yeah, no, I've had clients from New Zealand. I love it. I've never been, but welcome and thank you. And make sure, if you want, share your Sun, Moon, Rising.
They just entered winter. I'm from the deep south, closest to Antarctica border. Love your show. Oh, thank you. That's so wonderful. Thank you for loving that show.
Please subscribe and keep coming back.
And then Tara said, I think mine is Scorpio in the third house. My Sagittarius mom passed away 10 years ago. Very sudden. Sorry about that. Maddie said, I'm out, love in Virgo. Oh. So I guess she was saying she's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, Maddie, I'll see you later, friend.
Love you, Maddie.
And then Jackie Washington said, for all those ladies who are pregnant, please trust as well. By all your doctors and nurses were meant to be there and aiding you to have a beautiful experience. Your thoughts are so important. Yes,
the mindset. It
definitely is, and it's interesting.
And the practice beforehand, the breathing, because we went to one of those classes and stuff.
Yeah, I did it when I had my son who's 26, and then I did it again with him with our first child, because my eldest was from my first marriage. But yes, your thoughts are so important.
Yeah,
and so I think that. I know for me, I did the majority of my laboring at home, because I just okay, it's natural. I don't need to go someplace and be around all these people. So with basically, well, except for the one where I was in the hospital leading up to it, by the time the doctors checked me, I was over 9 centimeters dilated by the time they were looking, and they were like, oh God, we gotta run. I mean, literally, it was like, run fast,
With the twins, it was so funny because we went from, trying to dress up the back to that epidural to like, oh, the baby's coming now, let's go. And then, okay, I have big feet, size 13. So they were just like, here, Dad, put on the hat. And they looked at the feet thing and I said, I don't think those. They're like, don't worry about it. Just go. Let's go to the, we go to the delivery room. So I just had like the little thing on my head and whatever. It was just like, boom. And what was great though, is that we had a doula, right? And she was incredible. She's the same doula that worked with Michael Phelps, but the swimmer, the Olympic swimmer, but she was our lady first. We had her first. So then she did Phelps and his wife.
No, I think she did Phelps first.
No, us first.
Oh, okay.
Phelps was after. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Phelps was after. So, but she was great, and she encapsulated the placenta, which really helped her.
Cool thing.
Really helped her to restore. And so I highly recommend that if you guys know if your kids or grandkids are having babies, and try to keep the umbilical cord together to the placenta. Let it fall off naturally.
Yeah,
yes.
That's something that I wish I had done differently.
Because they're still sending stem cells
let it
to the
stay
baby.
On between. Don't cut the cord.
Yeah.
Let the baby come up onto your chest.
Yeah.
Your baby will get your scent.
Yeah.
Your baby will latch more easily. Your baby will be more connected to
They barely cleaned William with the blood.
And they barely did. And to this day, William and I have a very close bond that's just different from the other kids. And I know that it stems back to that, because when they put him on my chest, if they had already cut his umbilical cord, but he still wasn't cleaned up.
Yeah.
And we were bonded together.
And we kept the cord for a while. We were doing the cord blood thing for a bit, but
And then London said, thank you, blessings to all. We're all God's children.
Yes, London.
And OD said, it makes the sound of E. OD like seed, but my brother-in-law calls me OD for short.
Okay, we'll call you
Odelia. Odelia? Oh, is that what it is? Odelia?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm finally seeing it. Sorry. Sometimes it just OD, but Odelia. Is that your name?
Yeah,
okay, got it. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
And if you want to share did she share her Sun Moon Rising, your big three?
Yes, did you share that?
We can share
and then Jackie said, my grandmother has 4 sets of twins, and all their children had Shut up.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Jackie.
Wow.
Ooh, I'd love to see those birth charts. Oh my God.
That's wow.
That's cool.
And then we have abundantly Feroche.
Okay.
Wait, abundant for. Oh, I'm sorry. Abundant for life, Roche. Wait, okay. Abundant for LYF. That's life. Oh, lifer, Oach. Something abundantly. Yeah, abundant. We're just gonna call you abundant.
What's up, abundant?
What's up?
Welcome.
I had my real Mary Jane. I had the real Mary Jane. LO.
Mary Jane. Welcome, abundant. You can share your Sun Moon Rising big three. You guys get it in quick because we're gonna.
Quintella's here.
Hey, Quintella's in the house.
You are right on time. She said she's super late. No. Right on time, girl.
Quintella's the best.
Thank you, friend.
Can't wait to see my tribe people Friday night. We're gonna have fun. Queen Bee's coming. It's gonna be dope.
We always learn so much from her.
Oh my
and
God.
The
She's
things
incredible.
that she shares are pretty powerful.
She's just
Lost Dog here. Do you guys like Arizona? Looking for a new place to live, work temporarily as a digital nomad.
Okay.
There's a lot of wonderful things, but we're getting ready to come into our summer. So if you do not like the heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Don't listen. This is not the place to come to for
I would say
June to October. This is a November to May state.
Yes.
I will say that. But one thing I will tell you about Arizona that we had no idea when we moved here. Number one, it's very green and plush in the mountains. Like it is beautiful. It looks like Colorado up in the mountains. It's gorgeous. Amazing. And it's cooler. Sedona, Flagstaff.
The difference of climate.
It's incredible.
We have every climate here in one
Yeah,
state.
there's snow in Arizona.
Literally.
I had no idea.
So yeah, and when you say you're a digital nomad, does that mean that are you talking you're in a van too, like, or do you just kind of,
or they just work?
Maybe
digital. They work off the computer. Maybe.
Right, I get that, but I mean, I'm just wondering if you drive around or if you do
let us know. But I will tell you, Arizona is also, you guys, this is ancient land, right? Do you guys know the Americas? This is the old world. The Nile River, that's the Mississippi River. All the pyramids, there's more over here, right? Ancient artifacts, from the hieroglyphics in the Grand Canyon. Arizona is a very spiritual state. And America, this is the original land, not Africa. It's here. So rethink and recalibrate your brain to that real truth. That's why they don't allow you to go and explore the Grand Canyon. They've closed off a lot of it. You go to certain areas, but after they had that explorer going there and they found all these ancient artifacts and stuff, they realized they're like, no, there's pyramids and hieroglyphics in there. We can't have these people knowing, right? Same thing with California. Okay, if you know, you know.
Yeah, and as for liking Arizona, I will say it did take some adjusting.
We dealt with a ton of racism.
Time to get there. It's getting better and better all the time.
Every day better.
We
meet amazing people like Miranda.
Yeah. But you will find pockets that you will fit in with. Yeah. It's
different.
It's a conservative state. Yeah. But there are definitely people who are not conservative. Yeah. So it's all about getting out and meeting the right people and putting out the right energy. Yeah.
And I think we're at a good spot now.
Being able to, I hike quite a bit. Now I'm not.
She loves, it's too hot, but she loves hiking.
I love getting out. And so there's a lot of trails and different things, which are really lovely. And the desert, like when I first got here, the desert to me wasn't. I was like, whatever, because I had lived in Colorado where everything is green and plush. And so the desert is very different in that sense, but it's equally beautiful. And
we see such beauty.
Yeah.
And you see the planets they're living. I can see Jupiter. I can see Venus and Mars.
There are many more. There's quite a few dark cities here. Tucson has dark areas. Flagstaff is a completely dark
the sky lights up at night, city. You guys. It's beautiful.
And they have the observatory up there.
Yeah, and you see the planets and the stars.
Grand Canyon. And different places around it.
It's powerful.
So there's a lot of wonderful things about Arizona.
And you can see aliens and UFOs out there.
Yes, you do see that too. And
a lot.
Let's see. All right. Jackie said Black Moon, Lilith, Virgo.
Oh, me too, Jackie.
Third house.
Oh, yeah, because she's the Cancer rising, yeah.
And Flossdog said, I had to teach doctors and nurses about the endocannabis system when I worked in dispos. Yeah, they just don't know. But yet it's a whole system that we have. And you've got to learn it because most of us are deficient in it. I mean,
and it helps with dementia and Alzheimer's patients too, a lot. Trust me.
And then Saint Evolve says, also, if you have a baby boy, don't get him circumcised. It's extremely painful and causes trauma. It's mutilation. And you know what?
We would have done it all over.
We do have our children,
we would do it all over. Yeah.
We were still not, we were kind of beginning to become aware, but we weren't completely 12 years ago, almost 13 years at this point.
We would do it.
So it's something that I would do it different now. Because we were like, I'm gonna be real. Most people here in the United States are circumcised, and
it's hard for
I was superficial,
health.
But I was like, I don't want his girlfriends to get scared away. And I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, this is true.
Hygiene.
I have never seen an uncircumcised penis. And if you try to look,
neither have I.
So I don't know. I was like.
But it's hard. You gotta, how boys are. They're little dirty little things.
Oh my God.
And our son, he had a friend who got a bad infection because he wasn't cleaning it properly. So that's a thing that the parents have got to be ready to teach the kids. Yeah.
The boys might have had their whole penis fall off.
I think we made the right choice for what we knew at the time. But I agree with you, though. I
totally agree with you. Yes. And I think we have to have a no circumcision revolution to where there won't be people like me that go, I've never seen one before. And everybody will be like, we've seen it. And I'm a prude. People are like, well, you could just look it up online. And I'm like,
she don't want to see that.
I'm no, well, I feel like, I don't know. Anyways, I had to do it along with a doctor or something.
You could just Google it with your husband.
And then let's see. Quintella said, I think I was over 24 hours when Chantel finally got cleaned up. Oh, that is so wonderful. So you just held her. So did you have her in the hospital or did you have her at home? Like, I'm curious because, when I had Elijah, they didn't even give him to me until they totally cleaned him up. And they not only cleaned him up, they combed over. All my kids were born with full head of hair. Yeah. They combed over his hair and made him look all like his hair perfect and everything. Like a Muslim? As if I was going to care. Like I was like, I thought, I was like, is he going to sell bean pies? So Odie said she's an Aries sun, Virgo moon, and rising.
Okay, so the Virgo moon and rising, that Aries sun is an 8th house. That's why you're here. You definitely love to initiate learning about the esoteric occult knowledge. You definitely crystals and herbs. The Virgo moon, when the moon's on the ascendant or the sun, sometimes the relationship with mom or dad, but we're talking about the moon for you, could be come see, come sa. Mostly positive, but there could be challenges. Mom could have been overly critical, like pointing at you, like do this, do that, da, da, da. But it's the most intuitive moon. Pisces, the most psychic. The Virgo moon, your gut gives you all the information you need. You got to trust your intuition. But the moon, you wear your emotions on your face. Everybody knows if OD's happy, Diddy is pissed, she's sad, moody. And you can kind of fluctuate sometimes in water weight where you may retain. Now, this happens more with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces risings, but when you have the moon in the ascendant, that can happen too. And you've got to retire from negative self-talk. Virgo rising, more than any other rising, is very tough on themselves, very nitpicky, critical, self-critical. And with the South Node there to July 27th, it's your time to really focus on your gut health. And please retire from negative self-talk, my friend. And definitely reach out for a chart reading. You got Saturn, Neptune in your 8th house for a while. We need to talk about that. Okay. So reach out, BigEAstrology.com. Love to help you. Okay.
Let's see now. Got everybody saying hi. I love it. And then Miranda said heat in AZ, but supposedly we are going to have a big monsoon season. AZ was all the seasons and climates. Love it here. Yeah, no, it's amazing. You can, like, if you wanted to, you could literally drive from 100 and some odd degrees up into the mountains, and
it's like 70.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and there's beautiful areas. It is pretty cool. Let's see. We've got people saying hi to each other. Oh, Cherie is here. Hi.
Hey, Cherie.
How are you? And Miranda said, okay, yes, I'm coming from Colorado too. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't realize racism was still really a thing until I moved here. And open carry threw me for a loop. Yes. But you find your tribe and it's changing. So yeah. No, I mean, but I will say this, like, a lot of people here, it's very much a don't tread on me. You'll see these don't tread on me flags. Yeah. So people want to be left alone. Like, they're not the friendliest people.
No, it's very
They just want to be left alone. Yeah. Don't talk to me. But sometimes that means like they're not going to talk to you either. So it's just like everybody kind of leaves each other alone. So let's see. I would love to live in AZ during the non-hot months. I used to.
It's perfect. November to May is insane out here. Sometimes in February, I have on a t-shirt and shorts, or like a long sleeve and shorts. Chilling. Love it.
So yeah, Quintella's saying she used to love the heat. I used to love think I loved heat until I moved to Florida. I need a state that has
Well, no.
only
Florida
real
is
old
brutal.
school fall,
Florida
spring.
has crazy humidity. Arizona, we don't have humidity.
Yeah.
So you may like
we
Arizona
get some
better.
humidity. Like
It's
to
so-
us, it feels like humidity, but to other people,
It's
you know
rare.
what I mean?
And it's
But-
just monsoon. It's like August, September, we get humid.
Mhm.
And it gets bad,
Yeah.
but it dissipates throughout the day. You know, Arizona, it could be like literally 35 in the morning, and then by midday it's 65 degrees.
So
That's our winter. Like,
Flossdog says she chooses where to go and stay temporarily. Sometimes she does Airbnbs. That's amazing.
that's
And
cool.
do you go to other countries? How freaking cool. I love it. I want to do
Flossdog.
that, but I have a bunch of children. Although, I mean, there are people who do it with their kids, but I don't know. I don't know.
Our kids are special.
Yeah, they're real special. They're special. Let's see. I think that's really cool though. My mom. Let's see. I had her in the hospital. Okay, so this
Okay.
is Quintella talking about Chantal. Absolutely love my OB. She practiced a more holistic approach to medicine.
That's
She
great.
dimmed the lights. Yes, I love
Oh.
that. And turned on some ambiance music.
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow.
so wonderful. And I just love that they let you be cleaned up. See, when Elijah was born, everything was dim. I had him he was born at 12:32 a.m. So it was dark. It was dim in the room up until like the last minute when they were like, it was like a spotlight. I was on spotlight. My legs were up, but you know, hey. At that point, you
Can't hide.
You really don't care.
Yeah.
You're like,
Just
would
get it out
anybody
of me.
else like to come inside and take a look?
Yeah.
I have seen it, and boys got to be real clean. Yes.
Oh, you have
You
seen?
have
Yeah.
seen them.
Okay.
I haven't. Okay, girl.
So, but
You
that's
got
the
me.
thing.
You went up on me, Jackie.
but but Jackie, you're right. They've got to know how to really clean it, because I've heard it can get, not so nice. So yeah.
And then Watkins says, can I ask, what about a sun-moon conjunction is synastry for a child-mother chart?
Oh, it's
What
beautiful.
does that mean?
It's beautiful because think about the sun and the moon, or if you have the same moon, sun, ascendant, you know what I mean? Like my Cap moon is connected to my boy's Cap rising, you know what I mean? And there's a connection with that, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, the sun moon conjunction is synastry, parent, child, spouse, sibling. It's always positive, because the moon is your internal mind, right? And your emotions and stuff like that. And then the sun is your vitality, your identity, your purpose. It's your external. So, when those can be on the same page, it's really great for getting each other in a deep way. So very positive.
Quintella says she made my birthing experience great, and I'm so appreciative. That's so wonderful. Appreciative, because there were so many complications.
Yeah, Quintella went through a lot.
Wow. So to have that relaxing environment really helps. Well, that's awesome.
Great.
I'm so happy to hear that. I love hearing about good birthing experiences for women.
'Cause that's how it should be.
Like,
I mean, gosh.
They've
made it more difficult than it needs to be.
I want to become a birth doula, but I'm also cool with being a death doula. Maybe I should just be like the life transition doula. Anyways, Floss says, I'll plan a visit first before I go back to PNW for leaving DMV.
Pacific Northwest.
Oh,
PNW.
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, what is that? I'm so glad I have him, because I'd be like, huh? Anyways, this month, LOL, I see a lot of ancient tech in PNW also. So yes, there's a lot of really beautiful places depending on where you are.
Oregon, Washington,
Northern California, and that Oregon,
yeah.
What do you call it, border there, and all those amazing redwoods. Oh,
I've
yeah.
never been, but
there's
there's
got to be portals up there.
Oh yeah.
That's really cool.
Now we're gonna get to the last few comments. I do need to eat some food. I'm starving.
And you know who's gonna have to feed him? Thanks, so excited.
But she's got to eat.
He's
too.
so well taken care of. It's ridiculous.
I'm spoiled.
Okay, my daughter is a Pisces rising, and I'm a Pisces moon. My daughter is a Uranus moon. my mother daughter is Aquarius moon.
Yeah.
I'm an Aquarius sun.
Okay, so the Aquarius moon is definitely can be detached, but there's karmic debt to pay off to the mother. And just so you know, anybody that has a Pisces moon, it means your mother was not able to nurture and care for you the way she truly desired at the time of your birth. So sometimes it's postpartum depression. It could be just different things, that there's like this. It's just not detached like Aquarius, but they're just not able. My mom had a Pisces moon. So her mom, was not able to, nurture and care for her, but still a great mom, you know what I mean? So it's not like a bad mom, but just I want to share that insight with you guys. But if you have an Aquarius sun or moon, you're here to pay off karmic debt to the mother or father. And then the house that it's in will tell you the story. And usually with this Aquarius, Saturn, Uranus. You're pouring, you're guiding, you're teaching some wisdom and knowledge. If it's in the 6th house, maybe it's about health and nutrition. The 5th house about education or ancient history and knowledge or creativity or hobbies to have fun. The 4th house about their emotions. 3rd house about communication. 2nd house about earning money in their speech. 1st house about their aura. 12th house about maybe their isolation or spiritual practice, right? Dreams. 11th house, earning money and connecting with groups and organizations. 10th house, workplace, work environment, career. 9th house, education and vacations and, connecting other things. So just know in 8th house, it's more, secrets and occult hidden knowledge. And 7th house about relationships in the marketplace. So it's really important to know, what house it's in, Aquarius, sun or moon, in terms of what you have to do to kind of karmically honor your mother and father. And if they're already gone and you didn't get a chance to do it and you're just learning your information now, escribe, write them a letter and talk to them. You can still guide and teach them in the astral plane. The veil is so thin, you guys. I just can't stress it enough. I've been, and some of you new people here, you may not know, I basically died in 2021. I was in coma for 40 days. And then hospital for 85 days. And while I was in coma from the hospital, this is from Delta, COVID, mixture of my valley fever, be awakening, because even though I told them not to, they gave me steroids in the hospital. But in my 40-day coma, during a time period, I astral traveled to my home and I saw my oldest twin, Jackson, and he saw me. And he came, gave me a hug, and he told his mother, I saw Dad, he came to the house, he's going to be okay. She was like, oh, okay. So, you didn't doubt him for a second, did you?
No, not at all. Because I knew that you were coming home.
Yeah,
and so he was just telling me what I already knew.
Yeah.
When he said he saw you, I was like, oh, okay. And so I had a business colleague over at the time.
A friend.
Friend, colleague, whatever, but both. And I couldn't talk to him right in that moment, but I did speak to him later on. After she left, and we had a really good conversation.
What's wild about it, and I say all that to say about the veil being so thin, what was dope or crazy is that her and our friend, they were in 90s VHS technology. Jackson was like in super HD 4K color technology. Really wild. I remember that very clearly.
Ooh. So Saint Evolve said that I don't know. Did we establish if you're a man or a woman? I'm assuming I'm just going to call you a lady until I know better.
Oh, Saint, yeah, you didn't share. You
but
just said you're from New Zealand. I think it's a woman.
In the Cook Islands on a tropical island for a while. Love the weather and the water. I bet that was amazing. I've heard people get island fever when they're in Hawaii or in places like that because there's nothing to do. And I'm wondering, how long that would take me to do, because I feel like I would be cool for a long time.
With being on the island?
Yeah.
I don't know. I spend my summer every time on the island every summer, and I love it, I mean, it's just like any body of land, unless you're like at the edge of it, you're just like in a place, because even though it's an island, it still has streets and cities, and you know what I mean? So it depends. But sometimes people can get caught up with feeling like, I don't know. Yeah.
So
trapped, I guess.
Quintel is asking, do you offer synastry chart readings as a service, on your website. I
do.
can't remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
And you know what? I think that's interesting to do one for a mother-daughter.
Oh, I've done it. I've done it for
I think
friends.
that's really wonderful.
Parent-child
I was thinking of this being for love, but
no, you can,
know,
because it's just really the communication of the planets to one another. So you can see the symmetry between you and a child, you and a parent, you and a sibling. It's powerful. Yeah, it's on the website, BigEAstrology.com.
And Saint Oval says amazing story. And Floss Dog said, Mama Taylor, I'm a he. Oh, you told me that.
Yeah, Floss Dog's
You told me that.
Floss Dog's a man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna lock it in.
Just look at the name.
Caleb.
Most women are not gonna be like Floss
Caleb.
Dog. Floss Dog's a dude. I'm a dog. Floss Dog. Don't you get it?
I get that, but I don't know. I was like, you know what it is? Every time I see that floss dog, I think of my kids when they used to do the floss, that little floss dance. Anyways, I know that wasn't what you were meaning, but that's what goes through my head every time. I do travel out of the country also, but as a 23 birth, I respect the feminine and the feminine and masculine. But as a 23, are you only 23 years old? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
Floss Dog.
Oh my gosh.
You're a baby.
How beautiful.
That's awesome.
How fun. Oh my gosh. You have your whole life ahead of you. This is so exciting. Ooh.
You should join the tribe. We do have some younger tribe members too.
Yay.
We've got a 24-year-old. We've got, so yeah.
We got a lot to learn.
We got all ages.
As a nomadic.
Digital creator.
A digital nomad.
Yeah, digital
do you build websites? Can we work together? Tell me. I'd be curious.
Floss Dog, can you hook us up?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So
what can we work out? What can he do for you?
We do trades. You know what I mean? I can do a birth chart, and you know how to zhuzh up our social media or website. Yeah. So we're always looking for people, and stuff like that. So definitely always email Eric@BigEAstrology.com. So, okay, last couple of comments. You got everybody?
More.
Good.
We got to the end.
All right.
Woo, woo.
Love you guys. I'm tired and I'm hungry, and this was so much fun. But please do me a favor as we get ready to say goodbye. Come back and leave a comment in the comment section. And it does help it grow in the algorithms. I'll be back Thursday, as I told you, Pluto, Lilith, and Chiron in Gemini. And then I may take the weekend off, but I'll be back Thursday, and I'm going to come on earlier so I can get more of our European friends and stuff like that. We'll probably come on 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. And just so you guys know, my New York Knicks NBA Finals tomorrow night, we're going to win in 6 games. I do know the sports are fixed, and the fix is for the alien and the Spurs and all this gematria and all this foolishness. So they're probably going to have the Spurs win in 7. If the fix is not in, my Knicks will win. Our roster's deeper. We have more experience, and we're playing on fire. But just know when you're watching it and be like, oh, Erica's right. Yeah, the fix is probably in. So they're going to have the Spurs win it in 5 or 7. But if it's not in, Knicks in 6. And I'm still, even though I know sports is, fake and rigged nowadays, it's still my vice and my entertainment. And I'm rolling with my Knicks. She'd rather me watch sports than smoke crack or gamble or go to.
I would definitely rather you watch sports
or
than
go to
smoke crack.
or go to strip
or
go to strip clubs.
Do not bring home a stripper.
No, I would never do. I don't. But I don't go to strip clubs. I fell in love with a stripper. But see, my whole life, I've been to strip clubs twice, and it wasn't like me going on my own. I went for a wedding thing, and then with another friend for something else. I never got it. Like, I want to be teased and give somebody my money. It makes no sense. It's illogical. You know what I'm saying? So that's not my style.
Darlene Schwartz.
Oh, hey.
No, not Schwartz. Schutz.
Schutz. Hey, Darlene. Or is it Darlene?
DARLAAN.
Darlene. Okay,
Darlene
welcome.
Schwartz.
Well, we're getting ready to go, but welcome to the channel. Please subscribe and come back and leave a comment. And if you real quick want to share your big 3, Sun, Moon, Rising, I can break it down real quick before I go. I am starving, so make it fast. But welcome for coming to the channel.
Next time, loves. We love you, and it is time.
Yeah, Thursday,
go, yo.
3 or 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yo.
Pluto, Lilith, and Chiron in Gemini. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be a good one. Okay. And I hope I see you guys. Join the tribe. That's Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, www.community.BigEAstrology.com. You can meet amazing people like Miranda, Quintella, Jackie Washington, Teresa, Danny, just the whole crew. And Friday, we've got Melinda Valentine, Queen Bee, breaking down the numerology of June, which is a universal 7th month. It's about spirituality and introspection. But then she's also going to be breaking down all the life paths 1 through 9 for the rest of the year. And she's got a special discount for the tribe members. So come join the tribe, either $23 or $10 a month. With $23, you get both coffee talks and a lot of discounts. With the 10, you know, just get some discounts from different podcast guests. But it's an amazing community and tribe and a lot of love and knowledge. And then hopefully you come to Coffee Talk Saturday. Jupiter and Leo, the 1-year transit starting June 30th for all 12 rising signs. You do not want to miss this one. Okay, that's Saturday, June 6th, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 2 hours, $25. And it's only $23 if you pay through Cash App. $ BigEAstro. Good night. Episode 465. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Gemini in the natal birth chart. Hit that. I love you guys. Please come back in 10 seconds and leave a comment. Boost this algorithm, boost it up in the algorithms. All right. Knowledge is love, Astrology Podcast.
Good night, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank
Go Knicks.
you.
Go New York. Go New York.